say the same.
Guys,
It's just in our DNA.
Hey, we're live.
You're
Oh,
live.
headphones?
Live.
Headphones?
Look at how ghost-like I am. My goodness.
Hey, can you tone it down? You're kind of loud. Push your headphones.
No.
We're really loud.
Yeah, we are live for real.
Okay, well, let's
Oh, I'm so
be live. Live is the way to go. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, we can have that.
Izzy has an intro. I didn't make an intro.
Oh.
The mic's on my shirt.
I have intro.
You have intro.
What episode?
We're episode 40.
47?
What's up?
40.
40.
Zero.
Right over
I'm
there.
sweaty. Hi.
Just sweaty. Just sweaty,
These
sweaty
week, mom
girl.
sweat. Your mom's spaghetti.
Hello and welcome back to the Force Choke podcast. This is episode 40
That's 40, not 14.
or 47.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not.
47.
Da.
Ew.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
And
Now we're good.
Sunglasses on a cloudy day.
Huh?
The intro?
Well, then he started talking and then
Oh, okay, start over.
Go on, keep
start
going.
over? I can't start over. That took
What
a
was
lot.
that?
That took a lot.
Daddy shark. I'm sorry. Just keep
That's
going.
the
Just keep going.
crocodile
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Person.
Hey guys, I'm Micah. What up?
And obviously.
I got it from here. We got Lewis, the Jedi Master, right
That's
here.
right.
We got Tim. You know his name. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
shit.
just Tico, whatever. Izzy, don't panic.
The legend.
Yes.
And then Sexy Papa's over there. My God.
Yes.
Wait, he's still my
Can't
feather.
shake that. God damn. I can't shake it.
Well, you're just so sexy. His name is Sexy Papa.
Tico, thank you for joining us today
Thank you for
on
having
episode 40 of the Force Jokes
me.
podcast.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, we've been trying to get you on the show now for
How many years?
Episode 1.
27
40.
years now.
So close.
84 years.
And we're going to talk about all kinds of Star Wars stuff. Izzy has it all planned out for us today. So, Izzy, you have the floor. What would you like to talk about first? Well, why don't we talk about that cartoon thing that's coming out on YouTube? Is it YouTube?
Is it YouTube?
Yeah, I think it's a YouTube or kind of cartoon-like, very similar to.
Forces of Destiny.
And that's your
I
show.
love it. I don't watch it, the regular, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
And it looks like something like that.
Wait,
But on crack.
We're talking about the animation that you posted where it looks like
Han Solo. There's Han
we're
Solo.
talking about Han Solo's?
No, that's that clip. You know what I'm saying?
No, someone posted the one that it looks like A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Like they had just redid it in
That's what I was telling you all about earlier, and I thought
Mhm.
the animation looked goofy. Not trying to be disrespectful.
That's what you're talking
Yeah.
about? That show?
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna do on YouTube?
Uh-huh.
The platform for that one's YouTube?
Yes.
It's same with Forces
Oh.
of Destiny on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is it really? I thought it was
Uh-huh.
on TV. Oh.
It's on.
Hold on, I
They
gotta
play
go.
it on TV too.
I gotta go throw
Okay.
up real quick, guys.
Stop it.
The animation did look kind of funny,
Thank you.
but at the same time, there was a scene where it showed like real quick for like 2 seconds where Luke does like a force dash forward with his lightsaber and then Vader like blocks it. I'm like, hold on, that was not in the movie, but it looked pretty cool.
You didn't see that?
He like, yeah, that's in the movie.
Yeah, it's at the end of episode 5, dude.
He
Yeah.
force like jumps forward towards him.
Thank you for going with that one.
It's
Yeah, you gotta sell it.
He's tooling with.
Okay.
I believe he's tooling with you, sir.
When I saw
Fire
that,
everything!
when I saw that, my mind went straight to the fight with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. Where it wasn't very like
It was
the way
weak.
that fight scenes are now,
It was
right?
weak, yeah.
It wasn't that.
It's like when you fight with your brother. That's what I always say.
It was
It's just
very,
side to
like-
side, side to side.
Mhm.
that old-fashioned Renaissance like sword fighting.
Yeah, knights.
The knights, yeah, kind of
Like that's some kind of like proper
Jedi Knight
code that
versus
they've gone
Dark
through
Knight.
almost. Yeah.
And so yeah, like just to see them redo that fight with that kind of animation style.
Have you seen it? They've actually done a video where they've redone that fight where it actually looks pretty beast. Where I mean, obviously it's not the actors, same actors, but it's like someone portraying them, and they actually redid that fight and it looks pretty good. It was a fan thing, obviously, but
Yeah, I've seen it. It was actually pretty interesting.
Can you imagine if they remake all the movies but like animated?
Yeah, I would be so for that. Because I think you can do so much more with animation, especially the fight scenes. That's why I like animation. Because you can do a lot of flips, turns, really use like really showcase what the Force is about with real like humans and special effects. It does do it for me. So animation, I'm huge on.
Yeah, me too.
oh,
Huge.
Oh,
huge.
that's
this is the script that we have.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have the full script though.
I think we brought that up like episodes ago about
Yeah.
the use of animation.
All I have is this one.
Because the Clone
There's
Wars
not very
is
much more after that.
Clone Wars is pretty good with
You
animation.
could really
If you want to bring it
exaggerate
up,
the
Yeah.
fighting.
So I can look at the YouTube.
Well, are y'all gonna look at it now? The
Oh yeah. Oh, just to bring it out, just
Oh, yeah.
whenever we're going to that, so I can have the live.
I give out the title too.
So if anyone wants to chat, say something to us. We want them to know that you're there.
Say something. Pick a fight. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Pick a fight because I'll fight anyone apparently.
start-
Me too.
Fight with
And
your
my
brother.
Sith.
Too scared to do the intro.
Your fifth.
Hey, my fifth.
Your fifth.
Okay,
I couldn't hear you.
the fifth will fight you and we'll kick your ass.
Tooth and nails.
Mike Tyson?
Oh my
The
god.
champ? You mean the fucking champ?
Oh my gosh. Well, I can look. Do you want me to play it or anything, or we
Play
need to
what?
do
Oh, that the
the clip or whatever?
silly animation. No,
Yeah.
we're good.
No, I think we don't need to do that. Maybe you can interject it in there. I'm just kidding.
It's live.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go. You can search it. We'll,
I thought you were. our
maybe we can
editor.
add a link later on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
If you go to our Facebook page, I know Lewis shared it.
Mhm.
And make your own determination that it looks like weak animation.
Tim not in the.
It does it.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
Sorry,
Is
that's
this-
my
everybody-
attention, like-
Everybody wants a Pop-Tart now.
I'm gonna get John to make us into a lightsaber that actually can be turned on, so I can stab you
And then
every time
so
you
it
say something
actually works.
And
stupid.
then I'll put the other one in your butt.
What the fuck?
You know, how would that interact with this poop though?
I'm pretty sure if that happens, Homeboy's dead. And I'm okay with that, I
We
guess.
just went from PG to PG-13.
Would you have to clean it?
Oh, that's not even PG-13.
Or is it self-cleaning?
NR-17.
We're gonna go.
That's something to think about, right?
Come out with like smoky.
What?
Smoky cheddar.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I don't like this.
Cheddar?
This is where the show's heading.
Fire up a bullet and smoke it.
Yeah.
We missed the podcast like 2 weeks ago, so everyone's still kind of. I'm sorry you have to experience that, Tico.
That was the best time to experience it.
Oh
man.
my god.
I'm glad we had that talk.
All right, so
We've been waiting for this man to get on the show for forever, and we've come to this.
yes, I want to ask
I
Tico.
told you, it's always
Making me sick.
Tico, have you heard of the new streaming streaming service coming from Disney?
I have not.
So Disney's going to have their own streaming service, much like Netflix and Hulu and HBO Go and all those.
Going with the times.
Yes, they are. They are.
It's
and
all about the money.
It's about the money. Yes. And so there you will find Star Wars stuff and everything pretty much Disney. It's called we didn't know what it was called. We were always just calling it the new Disney streaming service. Now we know it's going to be called Disney Plus. So
Oh, Disney Plus.
yes. So apparently once
Disney plus what?
plus you. Disney plus you.
You're in it, my God.
Yes.
You're in it.
They didn't live the Star. They didn't watch the Star Wars. They just
Somebody take my life.
You're gonna have like VR shows.
did.
Stuff.
Dude, are you gonna get it? Are you planning to get it?
Yes.
The cost?
I had to say it. Stop confusing that with your porn, Tim. Okay, now.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Tim,
No.
Tim doesn't pay for that.
Oh, man.
I'm sure you can pirate it.
Do you know the price of it? The cost?
The price point has not been specified yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be.
Because the way my bank account is set up, I'll check.
It doesn't allow me to accept purchases anything over $5.99.
I go from one gas station to the next.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if I could have anything Star Wars at the touch of the button, which is nice to have.
Mhm.
But it depends what's on there. The more it comes out, then I can give an answer. But as of right now,
So let's say it had everything Star Wars on there, everything, plus all the other Disney stuff.
Except for the movies, remember?
I was leading up to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I own all those.
I wanted to cut you off.
Right. No. You're
Sorry to cut you off there, Lewis, but
a good job. Touche. But let's say it was $13 a month.
that seems pricey.
Micah, can I borrow $13?
I got you, man. I just give you my login. Fuck you, Disney. Sorry.
Let's say you had the choice. What would the price point be?
Free $99? What's up?
$3.99.
No, free $99?
Free $99.
That's just me, though.
Buy two.
No, what is
buy
like-
two for free.
How much? I would compare it to like Netflix, Hulu, that cost,
Mm-hmm.
and then match it or go a little lower.
Okay, so about 12.
Because they're
$12.99.
getting into the game late,
Mm-hmm.
and so everyone already has Hulu and Netflix. I think you can watch Clone Wars on Netflix.
But aren't they gonna take all of that off?
Yeah, so
So
they're
they're
gonna.
Disney
gonna put it over to.
Yeah. So
And I think that's why.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix just canceled Daredevil. Also, I think
That
Daredevil 4.
pisses me off.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Micah was crying about it.
Yeah.
Man up,
Wah, wah, wah.
man up, son.
Man up! You have a great show, and then you have someone's gonna fucking mess it up. Whatever. Go ahead.
This is a kids program.
KIDD.
So let's say it was a price point, $12, competing with Netflix and Hulu and all that stuff.
Yeah, I would get it because
You
it
get
has
it?
stuff that the other ones don't have.
So I want to. Micah really didn't get to say it, but let's say that it had all the Star Wars stuff except what, Micah?
The movies.
Were you agreeing with me for a second?
Uh huh.
Oh wow.
I agree with
Oh
that.
god, my knees are
Yeah,
shaking.
especially when you say it wrong.
Shut your bitch ass. How many years is it?
I think it's at least until
Like 4 years?
5 years.
5 years?
About 5 more years.
They made a deal with the TNT, I think, where they're not going to be showing the actual full feature films for a few years because of the rights that they have out, like between TNT.
You mean is it TBS?
The TBS?
TBS and
One of
TNT,
them.
I think they're
They're
owned
together.
by Turner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Turner Broadcast.
Yeah, so like you're gonna have all the Star Wars content. Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like what you said. Like, it's kind of hard to evaluate where it should be, especially because they're coming to the game late. But also, too, is because they're having all this Star Wars content minus the stuff that got people into Star Wars, such as the movies, because they're not going to be playing for the first couple of years because they're still TNT, TBS, Turner has a lock on it because they play them like say around Christmas and everything all the time.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. If
So-
you don't own all the movies by now, are you a real Star Wars fan?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
No, I will.
It's
give
seen
you
it on
that, yeah.
TV. I don't know. I'd rather just watch the whole thing.
Mhm.
Sometimes they cut it out and then
The only way to watch
To
it is
edit
to
it, it's really
DVR
goofy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm cool with that. But to go back, you're like everyone gets into Star Wars by the movies. I actually got into Star Wars from the video game.
Talk to us about
Yeah,
that. It's a really interesting
I
story.
didn't watch. Don't hate me, fans right here.
Who's hating?
I
who's
haven't.
hating?
I didn't watch.
Dick.
What is it? About 2 years ago, I didn't watch a single Star Wars.
That was me.
I didn't watch a single Star Wars movie. My brother got Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, and I was just watching him play. I was like, "Oh, that's actually pretty cool." And I'm not a big shooter, first third person shooter. And then I like tried it out, and I'm like, man, to explore the different maps. So I got immersed into the game, which like the maps, characters, everything, and then to watch the movies afterwards. Like you're like, oh, I remember this in here, and then the twists and turns. So it kind of, I don't know, expanded my mind a bit while I was watching it. Because there's one scene in New Hope where like Luke is looking down, talking to his aunt, uncle, right? That little, like, I don't know what you would call it, but that little scene right there, they ended up expanding a whole map off of it.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty cool for me. And then from the video game, I watched fully got immersed. Started reading books, everything, just from the video game. So
Yeah, and what's cool about that is like that's Ben and Bruce Lars's their home, which is all underground pretty much. So I could see them making a map of that. You know, from the movies, you only see like this little section.
Yeah, it's super
but they
small.
have, you know, it's almost like an ant tunnel everywhere. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. So that's interesting that you didn't even watch Star Wars until you started playing the game, got you interested in, hey, what's this all about? So that's really good. And that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. I
That's
watched
crazy.
everything up to date.
Yes, very nice.
My man.
Even Forces of Destiny.
No.
Aw.
I mean, I wouldn't mind watching because I wouldn't knock it
Mhm.
until I actually watched it.
I
Thank
would.
I know
you.
everyone's the animation is you're judging it by the animation rather than what content it has. And I mean, it is like Louis said, it's all for kids really. And then people are trying to overthink it, do all this. Like, just take it as it is, and then you know,
Mhm.
I think as Star Wars fans, we overthink every single aspect instead of just sit back and enjoy that we're getting more Star Wars content now than ever before.
Yeah.
Before it was just movies, now shows, YouTube, streaming services, video games. Like, I know they had video games back then, but like now we're just getting more and more of it. So it's
Mhm.
like, sit back, enjoy it. You know,
If you don't
That's
like it.
don't watch it.
I haven't. Don't worry.
All right. So on this new streaming service called Disney Plus, we're gonna have we're gonna have a show called The Mandalorian, starring Pedro Pascal. And if you're not familiar with Pedro Pascal, he came out in
The Viper.
The Viper, Game of Thrones.
on Game of Thrones. Are you familiar with the Game of
It
Thrones?
is also
About
Agent
4 episodes.
Agent Pena,
Is it Whiskey?
Narcos season 1 and 2, and 3.
Oh,
Was he also Whiskey?
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, Agent Whiskey, yeah.
Yeah, Agent Whiskey.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Is it Agent Whiskey?
Narcos works.
Yeah, he died and then they had to get a new whiskey, right?
That's right, because Channing Tatum was tequila.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was Agent Whiskey and the Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
Second
Was that
movie.
a joke or were you freaking for real?
No, I was real.
Oh.
I couldn't remember
I don't know.
if he was whiskey or tequila, and I was like, no. Channing Tatum was tequila. He was whiskey.
I don't
All right.
understand.
Where the-
It's a lasso. He had like a thick Texas accent on that one. Anyway,
that was on Kingsman 2.
Kingsman 2? Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
seen
seen
it?
that. I've seen the first one. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
the first one was good.
The second one's about the same.
yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
not bad.
Their universe, if you will, expanded
Yeah.
a little bit more.
It's not like, oh, you got to see it, but it's not like
Bullshit, you gotta
horrible
see it.
either.
No, yeah,
I
Channing
loved
Tatum,
it, man.
wasn't that bad in this one.
Yeah.
I guess because it was more to his character. He likes playing characters like that.
Yeah,
Because I
But it's
guess
also
it
a
works for him.
smaller role too. So,
that's probably better for him.
but that's just in case you don't know who Pedro Pascal is.
Yes.
I know who he is.
I still don't
He's-
know who he is.
I know.
You haven't seen Narcos?
You need to watch it.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Like,
Oh, you stopped. That's
I mean,
right.
like the
Damn, man.
first 3 seasons, but
That
No, you don't see him until season 4.
Yeah.
So close.
Well,
Well,
we'll show you a picture of it.
you will
Okay.
then know him
Yeah,
as whoever he is in The
Pascal.
Mandalorian when you watch it.
Yes,
There you
absolutely. Also starring in The Mandalorian is Gina Carano. Carino.
Former UFC fighter.
Yes, she was in the UFC. She also came out in Fast and the
Fast and
Furious
7.
I think.
oh, is she the?
No,
Is it the blonde chick?
that's Fast and Furious 5.
No. Was it 5?
It was 5. She was like a
She was beaten up on girl that plays Wonder Woman.
Gal
Oh,
Gadot.
that was for.
Gal Gadot.
She was the.
She was number 5. She was with the little brother.
The brother to the guy.
Was it- Its last name is Shaw. Was it Owen or was it? What was his
Shaw.
name?
Yeah.
She was in 5 when they're in London. When they're in
This is
London.
all- I don't
and
know any
The
of
one
these
with the
people.
tank.
I
Where
was
they
like,
kill Han.
Hans?
Excuse me?
Hans Gruber?
Yeah, right.
You can't say Han on this show and expect people to know Han and
Oh,
Fast
yeah.
and Furious.
Han, the character in Fast and Furious.
I thought Ben Solo killed Han.
No, I think that was
I can't picture who that is.
the Japanese
Asian
dude
guy.
from
No, not him.
Okay.
The girl we're talking about.
Gal Gadot, man. She's from 4.
No, not Gal Gadot. He's talking about.
Oh,
The one who's
I'm talking about
she was the
Gina.
one that was helping out The Rock as one of the British like spy
Oh,
girls.
I know who you're talking
I'm
about. The
pretty
one who
sure
turned
that's
on
who
her.
it is.
Okay.
She was a turncoat.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
She was
A Benedict Arnold.
evil.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
oh,
about.
that's not who I thought it was.
Benedicta Arnold. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me make sure it was her. Yeah, okay, it was her.
Now look up the other dude so you know.
She's pretty buff.
Oh yeah.
Pedro Pascal.
I guess from her UFC stuff, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that she was part of that either.
That's
Yeah.
the movie. Neither did I.
Well, yeah, because they had a what's her face in 6, the popular one that
Ronda
lost.
Rousey.
There you go. I couldn't think of her name for a
That's
second.
right.
Yeah, she fell off.
Yeah, I still don't know who.
Even in that movie,
That's a side note.
no, that's fine. I'm like,
Is she
oh
WWE?
god.
Yeah, she
WWE?
fell off so hard now she's in fake fighting. Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
She's finding.
Well, it's all about
her,
theatrics, sir.
Career now in WWE.
Yeah,
It's working out for her.
yeah, that'll work out.
Starting to
for
look good.
her. And rumored to be in The Mandalorian on the Disney Plus service is, once again, we're just a rumor, Carl Weather, who played
Overthink.
who played Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies.
That's
Or-
Dylan.
Dylan, you
Okay.
son of a bitch.
Under your rock.
Carl Weathers.
What's wrong? CIA's got you pushing too many pencils.
So
Don't know.
that's a rumor, though. Right?
That's a rumor.
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
Okay.
I just watch Grey's Anatomy. Okay.
I don't know if anybody in Grays is going to come out in this.
Or is it even good enough to come out in this? Oh,
Oh, ooh. Shots fired. Oh my gosh.
watch, there was a small role played by Star Wars
He's-
actor.
I know. For real.
Damn it! I stand corrected.
At what era is this? What time does this take place? Did they-
After Return of the
6,
Jedi,
right? Yeah.
before The Force Awakens.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
So Carl Weathers, possible mentor.
Possible
To-
father of Finn.
I
It's gonna connect into somehow, guys. Come on.
would think
Yeah.
so, somehow.
That'd be pretty nice.
Maybe.
Neat, nice, and neat at the same time.
Yeah.
I said neat.
Sorry, I couldn't
Nice.
I couldn't say the word.
I don't feel
Tim just-
comfortable
I said,
anymore.
yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Tim just made up a new word.
Nicely neat.
Well, so we're going to get not only that, the Star Wars movies and all that content, we're going to get a new TV show, right?
All for it.
Called The Mandalorian. Also, we're going to have a standalone series, another show that's going to encompass the world of Cassian Andor from Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
And
What,
that
Diego
universe.
Luna?
Diego Luna.
I'm excited for that one.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, what are y'all's thoughts and expectations on something like that?
Honestly, I wasn't too crazy about his character.
Really?
Is that right?
Yeah,
I like.
I
this
really
character a
I-
lot.
not trying to hate on him. I just really
Mhm.
wasn't too crazy about his character.
Yeah.
Like if he wasn't in the movie, I wouldn't be like, oh no, he needs me. I didn't really care for him.
Well, Tim, it sounds like you really like this character.
But his character is like his character is really like a serious guy. Like he's
Yeah.
not. You don't take. He don't joke around.
Mm-mm.
If anybody's
Yeah.
trying to be funny, he just doesn't care for it.
Yeah,
He just-
and I know we talked about, I think when we broke down Rogue One, like that was one of the first characters, just like, oh, he's part of this rebellion, like he's a good guy, and he was the first guy we saw on screen. And he was like, all right, I can't let this asshole say anything, so he shoots him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
gonna be awesome. So I mean, just seeing the dynamic of
Just
that he's doing what he's
doing
willing
what's
to do
good for
what he
the-
has to.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't even say what's good. He's
Yeah.
doing what he has to
like,
for this
has
group.
to.
Is supposed to be for the good perspective. But
What do you think, Izzy?
you remember who that was?
Huh? What?
No, that's because I asked.
Rude.
What did you
I didn't
say?
mean to- I said it's your turn.
He said,
Speak up.
do you remember who Cassian Andor is?
It
Ouch.
was a joke. I'm
Do you
sorry.
think that like Leia respects a guy like that who would go and kill someone just so they can hide the information?
No.
I think she would use him.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's respect. You can ask a question like though. It's kind of like.
Who knows if she even knows that's going on?
That's
Yeah.
true. I think she's kind of guy like she knows like we have to have people like this, but she doesn't like them.
Yeah, I feel like his show would be
I don't
like
like
he'd be
it
like
either.
that espionage type of agent to go
Yeah.
around doing stuff like that.
Well, even then when he's giving the speech to Jen, where he's saying like, "You're not the only one who's had to do something that he didn't want to because of his people or something like that." Like he had to kill his own people, or like his people were killed around him that pulled him in. Like he's been because it was when he was talking to Jen about him fighting this war since he was young.
6 years old.
Yeah.
I've been in this war since I was 6 years old.
There you go. Sure, it was 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Is it going to be animated too?
No.
Oh, how dare you!
No, live
I'm
action.
just curious.
Everybody
because,
wants to know.
Because if it was animated, I wouldn't watch.
The director of Ghost
Okay,
in the Shell.
that's fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
Right?
Turkey.
Yeah. Yes. No. It's gonna be live action.
Yes or no?
What?
He said yes, no.
Yes,
Positive,
no?
negative.
Oh, we're talking about that. Right? Yes, but no.
Yeah, no, but
No, but yeah.
No,
I'd be like the character from Blade Runner.
Which one? There's a lot of them.
Well, the newer one.
Which
I haven't
one?
seen
There's a
that.
lot
I
of
haven't
them.
seen that one yet.
You haven't seen that?
There's a lot of
I haven't.
characters. You talking about Ryan Gosling's character?
That's
Ryan Gosling.
yeah. It is Ryan Gosling.
Oh, he's gonna be.
He
on-
actually had a really good.
Oh,
No.
I
No,
watched
they
it.
actually
Yeah,
talked
let's
about doing.
talk.
They actually, I think they just released that they're doing a short series animated like that. I'm like,
They are.
go the fucking anime.
I'm
guys.
telling you, man. New generation. That's what they want.
I'm really not against anime. I just don't. Definitely not preferential to it.
Just thinking you do a lot more with it.
No, I
Like
I
you said.
agree with that. I agree with that for the most part. Because a lot of things that we see now on TV, there's CGI, and it's like, is that not animation, Micah? So I get that.
It's like those really edgy shows that push like. if
You're
you
edgy.
If
Sorry
it was
about that.
like if you put that into like real action stuff like South Park or like I mean they said some really like political stuff. Or if you did it like that.
Mhm.
They get away with it because it's animation, because it's like comedic.
Yes.
comedy.
Oh yeah, well, fuck
That's a
you,
good
Tim.
Oh my god.
Oh well, I bet you it's super cheaper too. Did you see Blade Runner?
Yeah.
20 was
You
it
have to pay-
2049?
You're only paying for the
God, that
voices
had to have been so much money.
and
Everything that
animators.
the vision, like it was visually stunning.
Mm-hmm.
So I just imagine animation would be a. I'm not. I would think it'd be a lot cheaper overall.
I wonder what is cheaper, the digital or the building props and stuff, building sets, the practical effects.
It depends on the
Right.
the level of CGI, and I think it is the CGI
They're
that costs
lying.
more.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know like Ridley Scott when he did the Alien movies and he did the newer like Prometheus and stuff.
Are you okay?
All those sets were practical sets.
Yeah.
They built those sets from the ground, from the floor up, and it's like those were really
In depth.
yeah. You know what I
Intricate.
mean?
Like side note, and I know in Finding Dory, I think
Mhm.
there's like one.
Did he just
scene-
drop Finding Dory?
No, there was one scene in there, and it's only like I want to say 15, 25 seconds long, but it took like 2 weeks to make.
Oh
Because
wow.
how complex it was, and
Yeah.
they were the first like animated group to come up with something, because it was an octopus since it had 8 legs and it was like
Oh
climbing
yes.
over everything.
And stuff. Yeah.
It took 2-3 weeks to make just for a 15. So you're seeing it as like, oh, he's just sliding, but how much work was put into that? No one
Many
knows
people.
that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me.
You gonna do that? Heck yeah. And
I was
you know,
thinking.
Fusion.
yeah, I could imagine that. I actually downloaded on my phone.
Like the ending to the Abyss.
Huh?
Have you ever seen the Abyss? You're the only one here. I think you may have seen the Abyss.
I've seen the Abyss. Really, the water.
And yeah, at the end.
The water.
You don't think I've seen that movie, Dick?
What? You seen the Abyss?
Of course I've seen it.
You asked. Why didn't you say it?
You asked.
When did you even talk
I love
about it?
it.
Just like 2
Really
seconds
good
ago, and then
guy.
I said The Abyss. Of course I've seen it.
You should have responded quicker.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay. It's your fault.
Ed Harris, where he has to go down like with
What?
Pause. They're the real sons of bitches. Yeah, there's like aliens that get down in the abyss.
Yes. Down in the.
Well, he puts on that rig, and it's some kind of weird water
Liquid.
that allows him to breathe into it because of the pressure they would need that void in the space.
Was that practical?
What do you mean? Was it practical to make it like that?
Practical effects or
Yeah.
special effects?
Well, especially back then, of course it was.
Yeah.
I mean, for that was like revolutionary.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because
Like Donnie Darko.
most of those scenes,
Well, no, that water thing reminded me of the Donnie Darko little orb thing. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no. Speaking of that, the underwater scenes,
Mhm.
most of that was done on set.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's crazy.
But it's not like they
Because
had a
there was
huge
no water.
tank like that.
No, there was no water.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, we might think it would be so hard to reconstruct that, but not necessarily so.
Yeah, very ingenious
Because, like,
People
I remember
putting these movies together.
I went to Dallas for like a band thing, and we checked out a studio set up there,
Mhm.
and like they were showing it was like a prop of an F-14 Tomcat. They're like, oh yeah, they use this in Top Gun. I was like, what?
Oh,
And then
nice.
they had like a submarine. Like, yeah, that was in the Hunt Wreck October. I was like, what? Like it's crazy though, because like these huge, massive things, and then you see like, oh, it's just this
Little thing. Yeah.
puny thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like looking at like the trenches and on a Death Star.
Yeah.
It was just this really small. I mean, obviously,
Like on
I'm
a
not gonna.
table.
Like a table.
Okay, so we're gonna do a Death Star in a movie. We need to do the full thing. No. It's like
Full scale.
It was like a table. It was just so intricate to the detail because it's gonna be blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What were you going to talk about on the Abyss?
I don't remember the practical effects. I think.
Yeah. There was a lot of practical effects on there,
Yeah.
and they mixed it with the
The CGI
CGI.
for the water, like
Yeah. Water
Good description.
monster.
Totally
It
got
made
that.
me uncomfortable when she talked about the water orb.
she's seen it too. Suck it.
What water?
It blows my mind.
Oh, I thought that's what you
She
just
doesn't know
From
what
the
you're
Draco?
Oh,
That's
That's what I was talking about. It made me uncomfortable.
Why are you
Yeah,
uncomfortable?
don't
Because,
you?
because
It's an orb of water.
no, it's not an orb.
no, I was just trying to give a
But yeah, I'm
representation
saying
that
that you said
the-
it. And it's making me uncomfortable. I had to say it. It made me uncomfortable.
though you're safe space. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you on that one.
Don't say it again.
I don't know how to.
Don't say it again.
Water orb. Hi, Jacob.
Well, the show's about Cassian.
Hey,
Right,
you.
so I'm
Jacob's
getting-
trying to say what's up and what's the topic.
Oh, it is Jacob.
We're talking about
What does it say?
how
Is the
practical,
topic.
at least at the moment, we were talking about Diego Luna having a Rogue One. I would think it's a prequel because you can't have a sequel of Rogue
It's
One.
dead.
I mean, if they
Have
survive.
you even watched Star Wars?
Yeah,
So I wonder if they'll start this off, kick it off with him being a young kid, and then kind of
But it's a series, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of give a backstory.
yeah,
Like,
and then just kind of
hey, how did you become this,
like Batman.
suave
yeah,
His parents dying.
spy killer dude?
yeah, exactly.
Martha?
Do you think?
Two
Why did you say that name?
Definitely making fun of him. And the name of Martha.
Oh my goodness.
They're so weak because of that.
So initial thoughts
Oh, yeah.
about Diego Luna's Rogue One streaming service.
Being that you
Should
want
we
to
all
have
do
a fan-
a thumbs up, thumbs down,
Sure.
We're for
I'll
the
put
streaming
it-
service or that?
just for that show?
Oh.
We don't even know what it's called.
I'll put a thumbs up because it might change my.
No,
Well,
you don't have to say it.
No, it might change my.
You gotta show it.
Thumbs up or thumb? Wait,
That's
wait, wait,
discussing how well that works.
1, 2, 3.
In the middle, if you plan on watching it, you give a thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
You plan on not watching it, thumbs down. And if you're like, I don't really care about it, thumb in the middle. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Based on a thumb in your asshole.
Oh, so
You have been cast out.
why don't you care about it?
I don't know. It's just everything other than the movies. I just don't have any interest in it.
Yeah.
Like the.
Is it too much? Do you think? Or like you're like, I don't have enough time for that.
It's,
I'll go watch the movies.
I'd rather watch the movies, but I just really don't
Yeah.
She's officially off the podcast.
care.
Well, there's your Sith.
Oh, Jacob said same, is he?
Oh, hey, look at that.
Ah,
What I think is because all the shows that we've seen from Star Wars really have all been animations for the most
Mhm.
part. We haven't seen anything live action.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, I understand the criticism. I truly do. What I would say is maybe kind of like what I said about the Solo movie. Have faith. They know what the hell they're doing. When we see a live action thing, it's gonna, because an example, like if they have, let's say 10 episodes at 50 minutes apiece, like you're getting a couple movies in the expanse of a show,
Mm-hmm.
a couple quick feature
It's almost
movies
like a trilogy in itself for
Yeah.
one season.
because you have a movie that's 2.5 hours long,
Mhm.
but after 3 episodes, you've already got that much content, but it's more in depth. It's more, there's more continuity to the actual story. So like I said, I mean, you can say no, but
It's still long enough.
you've watched over 1,000 episodes of Terrazas, and you can't watch this?
I think I know what Izzy.
What'd you just say?
How's this pronounced?
What did you call him?
Naruto.
Naruto.
I don't know. God damn it!
I thought you were saying Nosferatu. I was like,
That's what I
you really want to fight, huh?
I'm gonna call it that. Naruto. Nosferatu.
Close.
Jacob triggered.
I think I know what you mean. Izzy.
Sasuke's
I think I know what you
doo-doo.
mean.
That's for Jacob.
Oh, that's his boyfriend.
I could see how you would be jazzed to go view a movie at the theater, sit down.
It's an experience.
Yes, and you're like, well, where else am I going to go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
but it has to be something I really want to watch. If not, I went to go watch X-Men just because my friends wanted to go. I did not care for it. I was like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
I got up and left so many times. Like, I didn't care.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Same
Oh,
with
wait.
Marvel. Same with Marvel. Like
Which
I
X-Men?
don't know.
There's X-Men 3. That's
valid.
valid.
I don't care for it. I don't care for.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're on fire today, Michael.
The movie was trash, man.
What was trash?
Sorry. I'm saying if you watch X-Men 3, The Last Stand with your fans and that, you getting up several times.
It was in 3D.
What?
Yeah, I had glasses, and then I fell asleep.
First class? Better not have been first class.
That was a damn good movie too,
That's
man.
a damn good movie.
I was like, oh, I have faith in this, franchise again. Okay, anyway,
Yes,
I think we're getting off topic.
we are.
But like I said,
we usually do.
yeah.
You don't say.
Like I said, I mean, Lois agrees. I understand your criticism. I would just say, I would think give it a shot.
No. Now you're telling me to do it, and I don't
She's
want to
made up her
now.
mind.
Okay, go watch Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
What I think this is great about this kind of content is that there's so much of it. You can pick now what you want to do, or look at, or see, or ingest. You know what I mean? She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the movies. That's good enough for me. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Some people now it's getting to the point where it's like, well, I like the animation, and there's hours and hours of animation. They're like, I like the Star Wars animation. I don't care for the movies. I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
And so we're getting to the point where, as a fan, it's going to be very difficult to ingest everything.
Yeah.
And you're gonna almost have to pick one or two. Like, I like the movies and the animation. I can't watch the rest because I don't have the time for it.
And that's not even bringing in books too, because there's tons of books.
Unless they did like a favorite character. Like I would probably
Leia?
more, yeah. Like if it was
If
like
they
a
had a
Leia
Leia
thing, like
series.
I'd probably be more into that, or like a Darth Vader thing, or I don't know about Han Solo, but
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah. Or Ben Solo. Yeah, Ben Solo.
These are
Sure.
probably
Oh,
That would be good, right?
Yes.
I think
Kylo Ren.
Or some
Yeah, well, maybe his journey to becoming Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I'd be into that.
really good.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, well, hell, they did it for Darth Vader. They gave him 3 movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not give Kylo Ren just at least a series?
Because he sucks.
But Leia deserves a series.
What the
Yeah.
fuck did you say?
You spit all over yourself. You did to this son of a bitch. Wow.
Just kidding.
MTV like
All right, Jacob
teenage
said
angst show.
they would have to make us care. Example, Last Jedi didn't make me care about any consequences of the character. And I think it's a very valid point.
I feel that.
I agree.
I like
It didn't, it didn't hold the characters responsible. Like, they're just like, it just,
Chewie was responsible. He didn't eat the porgs in front of the other porgs.
that we know of.
Oh God! Come on, Chewie. How dare you?
Well, no, it just seemed like the character development almost in Last Jedi was very shallow.
You didn't get anything from it.
Yeah, it's not like this opportunity that you saw Rey grow from a scavenger to who the hell am I to this lightsaber was owned by these people or talking to me and now I got to use it against this bad mother of the
First Order.
First Order. I wanted to say Empire.
You know
That
who you
wasn't
sound
right.
like? You know who that sounds like? That sounds like Luke fighting against Darth Vader in Empire. Anyways, why don't we move on?
That's-
Very
that's
lackadaisical.
that's
plot
fine.
development.
The The best thing about Last Jedi is now my name is in the Star Wars universe. Rose Tico.
There you
That's
go.
all I care for.
But she was very hated.
Yeah.
But the name, I don't care. I'm in the
Yeah.
Star Wars universe. What's up, like,
That's
Izzy? I didn't think
She
so.
should have just gone
Moving
to
on.
Sunrise with Finn. When I say Sunrise, I mean that
Death.
big ass blaster thing.
Oh god. Well,
All right.
now that we were talking about The Last Jedi was episode 8, right? Let's switch gears a little bit here. Let's talk about episode 9. We don't have a title for episode 9 yet. However, they do have what's called a working title, which is like we don't have a title, so we're just going to call it this. So for right now, the working title for episode 9 is called
The Dark
Trixie.
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 Like
Now wait.
the cereal?
No, like the stripper name.
Touche.
Yeah, for sure.
Before,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some definition of the word Trixie that I got from the dictionary. All right.
Shout out.
So the classic word for Trixie is described as a social climbing, marriage-minded, money-hungry young lady
Whoa.
that ex-sorority girls still lusting after big dumb jocks, the women who go to law school just to find a husband, the stereotypical counterpart of a Trixie, and the men they usually end up marrying are referred to in slang as
Chad.
Where the hell did you pull that definition? Urban Dictionary?
No. That's the classic. That's the classic term of Trixie.
Classic term.
Yes, the
Sorority, jock,
Urban.
Chad.
yes, the urban.
I don't want to live anymore.
The urban definition for a Trixie is Izzy, if you don't mind.
She who brings happiness.
She who brings happiness.
I don't know how.
Trixie is a girl's name of Latin origin meaning she who brings happiness.
She who brings happiness.
What?
Like you said it wrong or something.
So is this code for
Yeah.
something? Or Tico, are we hitting that overthink button?
Definitely overthink.
You think so?
We need to get
You
that.
don't think
We need to
that?
get that button.
I know, right?
Everyone take out your buttons.
You don't think that Ray would be somebody who would bring happiness?
Are you saying to
Or is
Hello,
she a money hungry young lady?
when I
Because she's a whore.
She's a horseback.
when you said money hungry young lady, I literally thought of the fans.
I'm sorry. When I said money hungry, I was saying hippo.
Oh god.
No,
Hungry.
I was thinking of the fans because we're so quick to just grab onto anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think Last Jedi was a money grab.
Okay.
They threw it out. The title got us The Last Jedi. Like I was sold from there, and then you go watch it, and everyone's like, "Whoa, that was
Trash.
the amount of people that went to go see it because they got sold."
Mhm.
So when I got this, I thought of us.
The fans?
Yeah,
You think they were jabbing at the fans a little bit?
could be. Yeah.
Jacob says Ray has to fix the series.
Maybe. And see, that's what I'm thinking on the urban definition. She who brings happiness. Maybe that J.J. Abrams is saying, "Oh, just hold on. It's going to bring you some happiness here."
See, I think it comes down to the overthink button because they're like, oh my god, it could mean this, could mean this. It could be the name of his dog too. Just saying.
Or if he names his books, that was a Trixie.
No, I mean
It brought me happiness.
No, it's like I'm saying J.J. Abrams could have like a little Shih Tzu named Trixie.
Shih
Oh, I like that
Tzu.
name, Trixie. Let's
J.J.
change this
Abrams
into working
does not have
I've
a
had
Shih
Shih Tzu before,
Tzu.
too, but-
J.J. Abrams
Well,
has
Ah.
Shih Tzu Yorkie.
he has a cockerpoodle. Wayne.
As I'm giving an example,
Well,
that
mine is a
it could
fact,
be as simple
not an
as
example.
my imaginary friend's name is Bob,
Bob.
I have an imaginary friend.
and his imaginary girlfriend is Trixie.
Yeah. Jacob says, bringing happiness to the fans. Question mark. That's what I was
There is
referring
no
to.
right but
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacob. Kind of finished my thought there. So we maybe I might be hitting the overthink button, but
So are we Chad?
you're a Chad. You're a Chad. Tim needs to get the sweater with the ties in the front.
Oh.
The arm, you tie the arm to
like
the front.
the peppy tie.
Like Carlton.
This is like
Oh, yeah.
this is like
Glad.
disparaging though. The women who go to law school just to find the husband. God, you're an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. I just read the
You
prayer.
just triggered and pissed off all the SJ dubs out there. I'm just saying.
If you must, then you must, right? We're not here to appease. We're just here to deliver.
My fantasy thing's going off.
Oh, I was like, what the?
Dear
Fantasy thing. What fantasy? I don't know.
Whoa! Tim, talk about those fantasies.
Well, I want someone to dress up as late.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
You can play with that a little longer. It might-
Jacob said unprofessional.
Oh, this is not our profession.
Don't quit your day job.
Yes. Okay, so Trixie. Let's see what happens with that.
Yeah.
For the most part, most of the time they've had working titles that do mean something.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was to hide. Like, didn't George Lucas put it under something else so no one would like?
one of them was
steal
called
it early?
Blue Harvest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, they give it a working title to call it that, so they don't openly call the actual name, so they can like talk about it. But it doesn't mean that there couldn't potentially be some kind of reasoning behind it,
Mhm.
just to toy with those. An example, let's just say, like if we said the Return of the Jedi, you could have had a working title named Revenge or something,
Mhm.
because whatever. You
Or
know?
Care Bears attack.
Mhm.
That's what I would call
Or Care Bear, actually.
Attack.
attack.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Care Bear the Tack.
Who's your favorite?
Care
character?
Bear is used as attack.
The one with the hat.
That's
What?
super
Yeah.
sidetrack.
Oh, no, not a Care Bear. I was actually talking about Ewok.
You're talking about what?
I was actually talking about Ewok.
Oh.
Oh my
I
god.
was just Ewok. He has a hat.
Not even
That's Wicked.
close.
No, it's not
No?
Wicked.
Wicked.
No, because Wicked has a
Actually, have names.
Oh, that's right.
Is that
Yeah.
the one that
Ewoks
gets
have
smashed
names.
by
Ewoks have
the
names.
ATST?
Like all of them in the movie. Though?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang. That's,
I wonder what his name was. Hold on, let me look it up.
I didn't know that.
Is that the one that gets trampled by the ATST?
Ooh,
No.
you bastard.
Yeah. And real quickly, Mr. At, how would you say that? Ats? Did he get trampled by the Ats?
What are you talking about?
The ATST?
No, it's ATST.
Okay, so you have at, then you have ATST?
Correct.
There's never mind.
I'm not taking the information from my
Pablo.
own.
Paplu.
Paplu.
That's his name.
Oh, is he gray? Is he the gray one?
He's that one.
Oh, yes.
What's
I
his name?
remember. Yeah, that's
Paplu?
Wicked's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Care Bears,
Jacob.
care.
Looked up. He says the name meanings. Google searched. The meaning name Anakin is warrior. Of the name Anakin is warrior.
Yes.
The meaning
Yes.
name Paplu. What is it?
You didn't say Paplu, it says Luke, fool.
No, I mean like.
Oh.
Look, he has
He
teeth.
said Greek, the name,
Greek.
That's
Greek
gross.
meaning the name Luke
That's weird.
means
Life-giving.
life-giving.
So Ray gets
Except for
triggered.
when he goes to kill Ben, dickhead.
Ooh.
There's no consistency.
No, he didn't.
Ewok
go
or
to
what?
that crazy.
Right? Ewok. But that's
Ewok.
Aww.
true. We should have named him Ewok though.
No, he's good at Chewy.
Chewie.
That's my boy.
You should have
Anyway.
gave him Wicked.
So,
No.
people, refocus.
Ow.
We're going to move to the next thing. We're going to talk about the Disney parks opening up in California
California.
and Florida.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're the Florida one.
California's whack.
California, you're alone.
No. The Disney World, Disneyland,
That's in
California.
California.
Yeah. Whack.
Well, they're going to expand. And apparently,
Tim is too.
so, let's put this on a scope, right? Disney bought Star Wars for how much?
$1.
I think it was
4.1 billion.
yes.
4.1.
And how much did they buy Fox for?
$1 billion.
Oh, how much are they?
I think it was like another 4 or 5 billion, something like that,
Chunk change.
right? And then
So you're buying pizza later then?
Well,
Motherfucking pizza
didn't they
Hut
buy
store.
and they bought Marvel back when for I think
Everything.
another $2 billion, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Made $2 billion in one movie.
Jacob
yeah,
says on it. Find us, sir. You're our official researcher.
right. So I want to put this into scope. At Disney parks,
Disney to buy 21st Century Fox assets in a deal worth more than $52 billion in
Ooh.
stock.
52 billion
Well, and stock.
In
stock. Oh, okay, so that's different than cash money.
Cash money.
Yeah, so that's fluctuating.
It'd be
So
interesting. Cash it all out right after that just to fuck them up.
apparently, Disney's ready to drop 24 to 27 billion dollars into these parks.
Cool.
You gotta spend money to make money.
Yes. So can you imagine what they're gonna do with
The Death Star.
that kind of money?
I better walk out as a real life Sith with that kind of money.
We're gonna talk about that actually.
Ooh.
So
Wait, what?
Bob Chapek, who is chairman of Disney Parks Experiences and Consumer Products, announced that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which are the names of the parks, at D23, which was on November 17th, it included news that John Williams himself, who does Star Wars music, is creating new and original Star Wars
I heard
themes
about that.
for Galaxy's Edge. Chapek also revealed the names of the two major attractions that'll be part of Galaxy's Edge on opening day at Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios. The first one is going to be called Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, which puts guests behind the controls of the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy in one of 3 unique flight crew roles.
Wow, that's cool.
So how do you feel about that? You gonna go to Disneyland?
Oh, yeah.
Disney
Swap
World?
me?
I'm concerned how much money that's gonna be though.
Well, it's probably included with
If I could go, yes, I would go.
in the to get in. You know what I mean?
I think it's like a grand.
To be the gunner blowing shit up, I'm down.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
No, okay.
What
Of course, I would love to, but I'm just saying, like, oh
What-
yeah, it's only gonna cost you $1,000. Like,
you know what I'm more
can
concerned
I get
about?
a loan so I can spend one day at this?
Well, I'm not really concerned about how much it is to get in because you can save. Even if it is $1,000, you can save.
Jacob, is that for real? He
Tickets
said, "Oh shit, son,
57,000.
tickets are only 57,000."
No, I don't think.
That can't-
Yeah, I went for like 4 days.
Yeah,
Well, I was in it.
yeah, and you get
I was there for free.
Why would he say that?
No.
Because it's Jacob.
I just
What I'm concerned more about, not the money aspect in that, but the line.
Fast pass.
Get your fast passes, you're in.
Well,
What is it?
imagine if you're
Advertising
doing something like that and how long it's gonna last.
Sponsor?
It'll probably have to be like you have an appointment.
30 minutes.
Mhm.
Fast passes.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is okay, how many fast passes are out there? How many and how often? Like how able?
It's
And
probably
in a given day, if you run that from 8 to 8, whatever the time is, how many can you fit in there?
Yeah.
How many available slots will there be to actually enjoy this this
Experience.
attraction at the actual park? How many time slots? If they're 30 minutes apiece, if they're 10 minutes apiece, you still have a very limited number.
you
I
gotta
mean,
shuffle
who
people
cares?
No
in.
more than 30
Well,
minutes.
I'm saying is what I care. What I'm saying is caring is because even if you have a fast pass, you could probably be waiting there in the morning and still not have an opportunity
It's not that
to
bad.
enjoy the ride. So I would imagine there'd be some type of appointment set.
I think Micah might be right.
I actually thought you were falling too. I
I was like, I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. I know what to do.
the chickens have come home to roost, Bobby Boucher.
I think Micah might be right. So let's think about it. They've built a Millennium Falcon, life size, for this experience. How many cockpits are in the Millennium Falcon? One,
I'll give you an answer.
I
right?
think it's one.
It's only one.
My man.
Yeah.
Tico hit it right on the nail right on the head. Okay, So-
right there.
so let's say that this experience that you have is in the cockpit is 10 minutes. Let's just say 10 minutes for argument's sake. So they're going to give you time to go into Millennium Falcon, look around,
Take up
sit down for 10 minutes, get up, and then shuffle you out. In actuality, that did take about almost 20, 30 minutes, right?
So let's just say for argument's sake, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes for you to get set up, for you to do the excursion, for you to
That's
leave.
5 experiences in 1 hour.
No, 3.
3?
60 minutes? No,
Well,
not 100
I
minutes.
mean, I was kind of like give and take. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because some of them are going to be faster than others. Some are going to shuffle in, shuffle out. So let's say 4. Let's say you could get
Fine.
4. Let's say
four
you could
inside
get,
of an hour, 15 minutes.
and they're not open all day, right? So let's say they're open
9 to 6.
What?
no.
It's like they're like to 11.
8 to 11, 8 a.m. to
They're
11.
open that late?
Yeah, they're open late.
Yeah. Have you been before?
Yeah.
Why are you yelling at me, by the
Because
way?
you're triggered.
No shit.
So
Let me ask you one more time. I swear.
No shit.
Meet me in the pit, bitch.
oh God,
Like
So
our pit?
fired up.
the mosh pitting.
You do the mosh pitting.
So that's what
8 to 11 for real?
yeah, 16 hours.
Sorry.
No,
Thing says if they have the dice, I'll cry.
15 hours. 15 hours.
If they have the dice on.
Yeah.
Who said that?
They could-
Oh,
15.
like hanging from the little thingy.
15, 4 time slots, that's 60. How many fast passes are there? How many people go to a park on a given day? And how many fast passes do you have?
Well, how many seats are in there? Are we saying just one seat?
Let's say it.
Let's say there's 2 seats.
Let's say
120 people.
Is that going to stop you from going?
But the thing is,
We're not talking about
I think
going.
what
What we're
Mike
talking
is-
about is the unavailability to do it.
yeah.
You think that it
Does
won't be
Disney
available
care,
for you
though?
to do?
I think
You
it's.
know?
I think it's kind of like it's like a Black Friday deal. You only have 5 of these, but there's 2,000 people waiting for it.
Mhm.
So who's gonna get it?
Yeah, but-
the first people in line.
They don't care about that.
I think what
Just
Fast-
because you have
Fast Pass is
how many
good
fast
if
passes are
there's-
there?
Hey,
10 spots to sit
Hold on
in.
a second.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say, for instance, that you have a fast pass for that canoe shoot, right? How many people can fit on the canoe shoot thing? 8, right? How many canoes do you have? 50, right? So you could get a whole bunch of people going. And how long does that ride last? 5 minutes. Top.
All the fast
4
passes
minutes.
wanting to have this will still have a significant line.
This, you only have one ride. One. With maybe 4 seats.
There's not a fast pass for a fast pass, bud. Wait, is there? That'd be crazy.
No.
Let me spend
I don't think
$10,000 for a ticket for the day.
Yeah. So,
But I truly
I'm just
believe they're
curious
going
how
to
they-
charge. No, they're going to charge extra for that.
You think so? They might. Maybe.
Absolutely.
I've never
Because
seen them
look,
do that
again,
before.
again, look at the numbers.
Have,
Even if
last
you
time
had
you went, did you have to pay for any rides?
no, but
Yeah,
I think
you-
no, but I think this is going to be different because the small
The
availability
limited-
that you're going to have.
The limited
Yeah.
availability.
Again, we're talking about 15-minute slots for 15 hours a day.
I think that
You're talking about a total of 60 people. Say there's 2 spots.
that's
That's 120
So
people.
let's
I
see.
think there's going to be like
We've
20
got
spots.
the time portion.
So let's say there are.
There's going to be like
You
20
said that
spots,
5%.
or maybe
So
more.
so let's go with
Yeah,
Tim.
Let's say
Because 120 in the
Or I'm
scope
sorry,
of 2,000
I'm
people
saying, like-
visiting a park in a day is nominal.
I know, but like, what's the point?
You
6
shut your mouth.
times 5, 30 spots. There's probably 30 spots.
So let's say 30 spots. Let's say that there are 30
Maybe
spots
less. Let's
For-
say
wait, for
6
what?
times. Let's go 20.
in the cockpit.
24 to
For
30
a group.
spots.
Let's just say.
Can you repeat that much?
Yeah.
Well, let's just for
Then
argument's
it's not
sake.
the Millennium Falcon. But
Or
fine,
they all have-
argument's
there's a-
sake.
There's
Here's-
a ride that has like their own like there's like a row. They all have 5 people and they have their own screen.
I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all seen
they all
Star
have-
Wars, but there's
that's what I'm
not
saying.
room for 30 people in
give me a
that
pen and
cockpit.
paper, and I'm going to show you
It's
how Disney's
Disney.
going to do it.
You're Disney.
Yeah, I'm going to show you how they're going to do it. That way we
Sure.
can get more people involved.
Just like
And that's how it's.
Do it in the air too. We'll imagine.
You're going to have you go into the Millennium Falcon, right?
Okay.
You go up and
Mind you,
Sorry.
this is scale model.
Yeah, scale
Everything-
model. Scale model. You got the
Everything in the inside is scale
Okay.
to the dimensions that.
The dimensions are there, but the inside layout's going to be different.
No,
They're going to do.
they're going to do the
exactly
Millennium
the same.
Falcon exactly the same.
because that's
That-
part of the
that's-
experience. dude.
Yes, they're
Even if
going to immerse you in
And they're only
it,
building one.
and they're only building one.
Because even if you didn't have the cockpit experience, you know how many people would be in line to actually be able to like, fuck man, Han Solo was here, Chewie was here,
Yeah,
R2 was here, like to actually see what it would have been
For
to scale
kids.
if it were
I
real. Like people will go just to take a look at it, like a wax museum kind of thing.
They're saying they're gonna pay extra to do that. You pay to
I
get
think they're
in,
gonna
and then
charge.
extra to play the ride.
Okay, he doesn't like me doing the numbers, but again, we've come down to that of the thousands of people that go on a given day, the amount of fast passes you have, even if you have 2 in a cockpit, you're looking at 120 people. If you have 4 people in a cockpit, the numbers start going up in itself, but like there's still it doesn't matter how many you can fit in this cockpit. It's still a very small number of the amount of people that go in a given day.
Yeah.
And because of that, there has to be something. And like an example, say the ride starts at 8, I'm waiting in line at 6, no fast passes are there. They're not going to say F you to everyone who's standing in line waiting, even if you don't have a fast pass.
Do we get to play
Because
the
at that-
hologram chess game?
That's a good question.
That would be maybe another segment of the Millennium Falcon. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that it's going to be so exclusive. It's going to be so limited in the amount of slots that they're going to have to charge.
I don't know about that. I don't think that they would make something that small to only put like 4 people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
If-
how
well, if
other,
it's a
I don't know
scale-
how other way they
I've
would
seen that.
do it if they did a scale model of it.
Because they wouldn't have wanted to do something that's, the whole point of making one.
You
The
have
whole point of making it to scale is to give the authenticity factor of like, I'm sitting where Han Solo would be flying this thing.
It might
Where
be like
Chewie
a-
would be.
Then you
Like
may
a
be
tour.
disappointed. Then
Yeah.
What?
you
The
may be
best-
disappointed.
Who would be?
You.
Why?
Because I'm
If
with
you're-
you, they're not gonna just do it like that, where there's just 4 people at a time.
Replica?
The-
To scale?
Yeah.
I mean-
I don't know what
I get,
I don't know
that.
what
Yeah. I get it, though.
I guess
get
I'm
it.
just curious how
I get that.
how
I'm
would
just
they
like,
do it?
yeah.
Yeah.
What other way would they do it?
Because I mean, they have like the Aerosmith little thing. Like
Mhm.
you go through stuff and you like see all these things, and it's kind of like you're in there. But I'm wondering like if you're gonna get onto the Millennium Falcon, you're
Yes.
gonna go through it,
Yes.
and it's gonna take you to like this whole other
From-
chamber thing.
I see what you're saying.
So they could put more people, but you're still going through. You're still seeing all these things. Maybe they could have like holograms of like Han and Chewie, and then they can, we're all gonna take off into hyperspace.
You talking about
whatever.
like different rides inside the Millennium Falcon?
No.
No.
You're going
I
through
think-
and you're like walking. You see them sitting there. You're not. I don't think you're actually gonna sit there with, but maybe you can be like, because you know how they have like their own little sections, and like I feel like maybe it would be something like that. I don't know.
Did they say that the cockpit experience was on the Millennium Falcon?
That
Because
I'm assuming because
the reason I say that is because maybe you could have the authentic, like again, like in a museum,
Mhm.
you could do a walk through the Millennium Falcon, but then next to it you have
The
several
pods or something.
cockpits that
Yeah.
look as if you're inside of it.
Yeah.
But even then, because think about that, like if you're in the cockpit, like as if you're actually going to be flying this thing, there's got to be some kind of visual representation, like a screen ahead of you, so you can see stars coming at you, so you can see whatever.
Maybe
Yeah.
like 2 to a pod.
So if you did that for the Millennium Falcon, it's like that thing's going to have to be enclosed.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to think you're flying next to Chewie,
hmm
seeing some little shit walking by.
Yeah.
But
you know?
it would be like I went through something like that, and it was like this little like bubble thing. You kind of
No. I think I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is that they might have the scale, authentic experience, which is what the Falcon is, but just a walkthrough.
Yeah.
But the experience to cockpit will not be part of the actual Falcon
The
itself.
walkthrough.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll have the walkthrough, and then it's like, now you've done the walkthrough. Do you want to fly as if you're Han Solo?
Come with me.
They come
way.
this way, and like it's a huge building
I think
set up with
that's
different venues. That seems way more practical.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then no, you wouldn't have to pay for an
That's
extra
what
ticket.
Jacob was trying to say.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd be disappointed that way. In a way.
But
I don't know.
again,
Unless it was
would you
unless
rather,
it was a scale cockpit.
would you rather
You know?
have no. I think it's
Right.
gonna be at the scale
Yeah.
cockpit, like it'll be like a pod, like what she's saying is,
Yeah.
but some kind of feature that would give you that appearance
Mhm.
to make you feel like you're in the actual experience
You know,
itself,
and-
but not being it. Because think about it, if they're only doing one Falcon,
Yeah.
it's not about you, Lewis.
It is about me.
Because we just threw the
And we're
numbers
going to
out
talk
there.
about that in a minute.
Because we
That is
just
about you.
Yes.
Because
Oh
we just threw out the numbers, and we're not even talking about the money aspect.
Yeah.
Just how many people are able to do this. Disney wants to make money. Disney are opening these parks to make money.
Yeah.
But also too, it's like they're not going to say, "Give me however much it is to come in this park." Waste your time the entire day waiting for a ride that you're never going to have a chance to. They're not going to want to piss people off like that. They want people to come back. They want people to continue that experience.
Now that I sit here and think about it, maybe it would be better if you like walked through the Millennium Falcon and they were like, "Hey, you want to experience being in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon? Okay, let's go this way." Because then if you are in a pod, they could actually like 4D it.
Yeah.
Where the cockpit is moving and maybe you hit an asteroid and it's all rumbling and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you could be part of the movie.
Yeah. And then you do it like,
"Hey kid, hit the whatever.
hit the brakes." Oh, I'm sorry.
The brakes.
I bypassed the main compressor. Oh,
Okay.
stop it.
All right. So that's going to be, what is it called? Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Okay.
Smuggle this. That's right.
All right. So the second attraction that they're talking about says it puts guests in the middle of an epic battle between the Resistance and the First Order, and is called Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
Viva la revolución.
Yes. So I don't know what that ride that is. I'm assuming you're in either a TIE fighter, X-Wing, or something like that.
It'd
Maybe.
be like
Is it right?
X-wing, but not miniature style.
It says attraction.
Oh, that game you play?
Yes.
So
Can you read it again? What
Yes.
everything it says about that?
it says, well, let me read this. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first attraction is named Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, blah, 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 right? The second attraction puts guests in the middle of an epic battle between the Resistance and the First Order, and it's called Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
The
So
reason,
maybe it's like a laser battle.
that's what I was
thinking.
going to ask. Like maybe like that's a more hands-on. Like so, you got this huge ass open field. Before you go in there, like put on your resistance gear or whatever side you choose, and then it'd be like a huge laser tag thing where you have like
It'd be so legit.
like things that you could sit there and like hide behind and like stick out or something.
Wait. How was it?
What are you saying?
How did the gun sound?
Stick out and pew pew. Some of it.
I gotta rewind. I don't remember.
That's just something that hit the forehead.
Oh my god.
Because I mean that would be interesting.
Yeah.
At one point you're sitting, you get your galaxy aspect of flying, and then now you get the very interactive. It's not just sitting down. It's not just pressing a couple things and doing this and acting like you're by Chewie, you're by Han or whatever.
Moving.
Like you're actually in the suit. You're actually donning the costume and you're fighting against people. Like if you're Resistance, then you can fight the bad guys,
How gross.
and vice versa. What's gross?
Putting on an outfit
The
that someone else
jumpsuit.
just wore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think they do that.
Can I just have like a wrist, like a armband or something?
Yeah, they're like, no, you need to put this on, soldier.
Throw it on.
Soldier, go.
I mean, it's not like you have to wear this or you can't enjoy it. But some people will be like, "Fuck yeah, I want to dress up like I'm part of the Resistance." Some people will.
Izzy's gonna be like, "Why are you doing this? To bring order to the galaxy."
I'll be
Jacob said, "Brew laser tag on a big scale." And Nate says, "Audio sounds better."
Yeah.
Oh, thank
thanks,
you, Nate.
buddy.
Been working hard.
Can you do this?
Oh gosh.
Ew!
Take the finger off. I don't want it.
So that is the second attraction that will be opening up.
That just makes sense. Like,
That sounds
why would you
great.
want to do? Not to say why would
Another
you,
ride.
but like another space-like thing. It's like if you want the space, go to
Yeah.
Falcon. If
You
you want the more
hands-on.
immersive, hands-on experience, then
Then
fight the nasty Resistance.
But will they give us
Bitches need to
lightsabers?
get in line. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a good one.
oh, you know,
That's a good
now
one.
that you say that, they are building at both locations, I think 2 or 3 life-size, I'll do it for you, AT-ATs as well.
Oh, sorry.
So I don't know if
You
people
gonna fall out of your chair
I
again?
was agreeing with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we'll see how
They need to have like an actual field where you can like battle with like a lightsaber.
yeah, that would
Like
be cool.
really like beat them
Maybe
up.
that's part of
Some
the
kid just getting
I
whacked.
would get way
He's
too
done.
violent. Like when we had those toy ones, Tim.
Yeah, you
What's
freaking
a
broke
water
them.
gun?
Or if it's just a light
Yeah,
and it just makes noise.
it could be, and
No,
Little kid
no.
runs up to you and says, "Master."
Can you imagine this? You have to be 17. You have to be 18 to do this. And you go in. It's called Anakin's Children.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is Luke and Leia here? Master Skywalker. Kill them all.
And then you watch everything you just did on a video.
You're like, oh my god.
I paid for that video.
That was dark.
He's like, oh, do you want to go to the next ride? No. I want to kill him again.
I brought up the whole I better be a Sith afterwards, and you're like, we'll get to that.
Yes.
Where am I going to be a Sith now?
Okay. Now, along with all of
I respect that.
with all of the land's
Sith.
dynamic elements, so Galaxy's Edge being the land that they're talking about, an additional interactive integration with the Disney Park app. So I guess with some of these things, you're going to have a Disney Park app. Mm-hmm. These groundbreaking attractions at Galaxy's Edge will invite guests to become galactic travelers. And listen to this, live their own Star Wars story in a galaxy far, far away.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Your own story, Micah.
It's your own story.
Your own story.
Yeah, we're going to a park for this? Yeah. I'm not going to go to HEB and like, I want to kill you. Sith points plus 10. It sounds like an interactive experience
Sith
of what
Knights
of the Old Republic was. Like you got to make your own
Ooh,
choice.
that game was good.
Be a Sith.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like you go around with this app and it's like you do something like, oh, plus 10 good points or whatever. It says, you laughed at the kid who peed himself, plus 20 Sith points.
Now, what
That was me.
I thought about this when I read it for the first time. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm going to get to be a Sith, or I'm going to get to be this. But let me read it
Mr.
one more time.
Jedi.
Right.
Sith.
So this is going to let people live their own Star Wars stories in a galaxy far, far away. So I'm wondering if they already have mapped out, like, well, you're a bounty hunter and you're a Sith and you're a Jedi, or
You're Jedi.
How the fuck you son of a bitch?
You were Han Solo, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a badass.
But he died.
Badass.
He died.
But I wonder if
By his own son.
if they're assigning you, like, this is
My
going to be.
feelings would be very hurt. I'd be like,
If
get me off this ride.
if this is your Star Wars
I
story.
would hate that.
I just don't know. I don't know.
They have
It's
like
not
little
my
dance, like the
Star
thing for the kids. It's like like it was like the little kids was confronted by Darth Vader, and it was like you're supposed to resist him, and the little girl was like, "No,
yeah.
take me in, Lord
Oh,
Vader."
yeah.
Like
That was
maybe
dope.
have something silly like that. It's like, all right, where are my little young Jedis?
Or what if you
Where are my
get
young
selected
Sith?
to be
And
a
they all
Jedi
go
and
this
you
way.
go rogue? Like you turn that story and you're like,
Homeboy
Listen.
killed his friends 3 times.
Well, yeah. Supposedly, this is supposed to be very, very immersive, and they're actually building. I think it was.
So is the ocean, bro. Sorry.
I'm glad you brought that up, Micah, because they're building, as we speak, they're building a fleet of 24 cruise ships
Really?
for Star Wars Disney specifically.
Holy crap! What are they gonna do?
And this,
I've
that
never been on one, but
we've been
I'm
I
saving
get it.
myself.
the
now.
Disney experience. Their cruise ships are awesome. When we went, it was amazing. But
Can
supposedly,
you still drink on that?
yeah,
The
supposedly
cantina.
you're not even supposed to be able to. How can I put it? From what I'm reading about the cruise ship experience that they're putting together, is that it's going to be so immersive. It's going to be hard to tell, like, who's the crew and who's not, and like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where it's very, very, very immersive. Like it's its own Star Wars universe.
Jacob said 24, and then he said Disney Navy.
Yeah, really. Yeah, they're sinking a lot of money into this Star Wars.
Dude,
For
that's
us.
cool.
That I would pay
Now
for.
I have to
I would
wait.
definitely
I'm
pay for
gonna go for sure now.
Yeah.
I'll wait. That would be
Yeah, those.
that'll be my first.
Mhm.
Shut up! I'm just kidding. Calm down. Did they have
We just lost viewers because you said
a
that.
schedule? No, it's stated 4. Did they have a schedule on that? An estimated arrival?
No, I don't know, but from
I'm gonna bunk with Tim.
I think
He's like,
Bunk
fuck you.
with Tim.
What'd you think?
Pause.
Shotgun top.
to be like, to be like,
Okay.
Just in case.
where do you have your hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
There goes Tim's fantasies again.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Jacob said, gotta go, bye.
so we got a lot to look forward to if you want to have that experience at the park.
Tim.
And then
We'll be ultra wealthy by then. So
Yeah,
we can we'll pay for the fast,
So
fast,
you're-
fast,
maybe we can do
fast,
our
fast.
podcast.
The faster
from
pass.
The fastest pass.
So you're
The
buying
fast.
pizza is what you're telling me, Micah.
I mean, like, not right now. But
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Eventually.
Cool. So we're gonna have movies, animated shows, books,
Mhm.
rides.
Theme parks,
You
cruise
could
ships.
just quit life and be like, I'm
Live
going to be a Sith.
Live and breathe
Yeah.
Star Wars, including killing little kids.
Yeah. Young
Ouch.
man.
Yeah.
a young.
Y'all are gonna get reported. We are
Psycho.
Tico, you're bringing it out of him, man. I don't know if it's a shirt or what.
I made him spare. What? We gained
Yeah.
viewers when you did that.
So
You threw me off. What?
let's. So you want to wait for the cruise ship, Micah?
That sounds like
You
Well, I
would-
mean, I can't do it right now.
Well,
so-
no, but would you rather wait for the cruise ship, or if you had to pick from one to go to the theme park, or two, do the cruise ship?
Why not both?
Well, let's just say you had to.
I was gonna say-
Yeah.
I was like, I'll do the cruise ship, and whoever wants to go to the theme park, I'll kill them and I'll go in their place.
Okay. What would you
Sick,
pick?
come on.
What would you pick?
Both.
When
When I'm on land, the
You-
park.
When
When I'm on water,
the cruise ship, yeah.
What if the ship took you to Disney?
but are you asking what am I more excited for?
Yeah.
the cruise ship, because you can jump on there, Micah.
Honestly, this is hard to say. I would have to say the park because the cruise ship is going to be confined. It's going to be an experience. It'll be great and everything. But the park, it's opening up with these, interactive experiences. As it grows, as it expands, they're going to, I'm not going to say they're going to phase us out, but they will open up more interactive attractions.
Mhm.
That park can grow. That park can change. There's only so much you can do in a cruise ship.
I mean, have you seen the Titanic?
Yeah, it's on top of the ocean.
Okay. So
And they're making another one, so
really,
that
yeah,
just can crash,
haven't
too.
seen it.
Wait, what the cruise ship itself, like you can have a great experience and everything, but it's not going to be what you're going to be able to get at the park.
Mhm.
I'm excited for the cruise ship also because I've never been on one. But again, it's like this is Star Wars themed. This is Star Wars.
This is.
Does that make sense?
I'm wondering because I'm going to give you some insight here because we did go on
You smell it?
a Star Wars
It
cruise.
smells like bullshit.
No.
sorry.
And Disney owns islands. And so you get to go to a Disney privately owned island
Yeah, they're big.
and spend time there when you go on their cruises.
Well, you didn't give me that. You just
Right.
said you want to go on a ship, or you want to go on a water vessel, or you want to go on a Millennium Falcon.
Well, what I'm curious is are they going to take you to because they own several islands in the Caribbean.
Maybe eventually that'd be cool.
If they take you to an island and it's like Endor or something, and
Well, yeah,
That was-
or
or the people have dressed up like Wookiees or
they
stuff
have,
like that.
or they own some
I'm
kind of land
scared.
where it's like all sand. It's like welcome to Tatooine.
Yeah, or something.
might
Yeah.
be depressing.
What?
Yeah.
Or,
Nothing.
or maybe Scarif. Scarif.
Scarif would be cool.
Yeah.
Perhaps then you'll die.
Go to the Citadel.
hmm
Okay, if you could pick one,
Oh!
let's say there's an island, you could pick one location out of all Star Wars. Like, go super fantasy right here. Like, what location would you want to go to?
All right, let's start with your fantasy.
All right, my fantasy.
Land.
It would make sense to be scared out of everything. Because the beach is right. Water, beach, sand, right there.
No, if you can go to like any Star Wars, like in a movie location, and then make it
Oh, I see.
like your own.
Oh,
Let's just say super
lava.
So you would
Mustafa.
go to Mustafa.
Whoa. Okay.
The high ground.
You know what?
Your fantasy.
Dick!
I think I would pick.
I want to see like an interactive version of the Jedi Temple, man.
That'd be
Yeah,
sweet.
which
Wouldn't
is
that be cool?
Coruscant.
Yeah,
I think Coruscant because
because
it's
that
the whole
seems practical.
planet.
Like they could do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're going so far as to buying this, doing that, investing in this,
Mhm.
like maybe at some point in time, it's like I don't know, they buy some buildings in New York or some shit, and it's
Mhm.
like make something up somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. I would think Coruscant for myself.
It's by their own football team.
What?
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 Football team?
Star Wars by their own football team. Disney.
Okay, so you got America's team, and then you got Galaxy's team.
Yeah.
The universe.
In the XFL.
That'd be crazy.
When it comes crashing. Sorry.
What?
Well. All right. So one of the last things, at least that I have. Yeah, you guys can bring up anything you want.
Wait, no. Izzy, where would you want to go?
Oh, I'm sorry, Izzy.
Douche.
Let's all guess.
Probably Endor.
I knew it. That's
So
what I
I
was
could
going to
be
guess.
Princess of the Ewoks.
Yes. Would you have the long hair with the braid? Like,
But these
Leia
are
does?
my friends.
No, I would have the hair from Empire.
Hey, come on, grab my
Yes,
lightsaber.
yes. Yeah. Oh, the lightsaber.
Oh,
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
not doing this.
Way to go, Chewie. Always thinking with your stomach.
Cloud City, if that can.
I was thinking
Oh,
of
yeah.
Cloud City too.
Very cool.
Best part.
That place is the dopest place.
Yeah.
And don't walk to the side because you'll fall off and fall forever.
And you can hang from it.
Because there's not supposed to be a bottom.
Yeah. It's Bespin.
No, I know, but
Cloud City. Probably not a bottom.
Yeah. Just Bespin's down there.
Can they rebuild Octu? That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
What about Alderaan?
Yeah, it kinda
well,
blew
for
up.
Octu, you
Kinda
can
blew
just
up.
go
I'm gonna be on
there.
it before it blows up. When it moves
Is this
up.
what?
You can just
Get
go
it?
there.
Get it? When it blows
The
up.
island, Scaling Michael,
Oh, they
off
did
of the
have
coast
it,
of
right?
Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's when I plan. When I go, I don't know when, but when I plan to go back to Ireland, will be in that time, so I can have that excursion. Because they have they have a tour where you just circle the island, and they have another tour where you can actually go onto the island. I think it's for like 60 minutes or something.
Would you eat one of the puffins?
Fuck yeah.
No. They're endangered now,
No,
right?
I'm
I
kidding.
think they're endangered. Oh. Well, one of the last things that I got here. We got about 30 minutes left.
Are we gonna rank? Is he gonna rank it?
Yes.
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 And you're going to tell us the order.
Aww.
I knew she was going to say that.
Uh-huh.
You're stuck.
Yes. This is a rumor.
Okay, the Russian bye.
rumor. Obi-Wan movie is a go
Oh,
What?
with George Lucas as the possible director.
Yes.
I would. Yeah.
I heard
okay.
the rumor that they're already shooting it and that George Lucas is a director.
Yeah.
not
Yes.
possibly.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Yeah,
They're
that's-
already shooting it.
that's
George
crazy.
Lucas is the director.
That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah.
I would be very happy about that. I am very happy. Is it a rumor or is it confirmed?
So rumor.
Rumor. Because
Ewan McGregor's got a beard right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That sounded like Lewis.
Ah.
Oh, is he hanging out with him?
What do you think, Tico?
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
What the?
Ooh, goosebumps.
About your fantasies or about the movie?
His Obi-Wan fantasies.
I'm not for what you're talking about.
That high ground fantasy.
I just said
Yes.
that. I
Keep on
just-
up to that.
Did I not just say that?
The high ground. I don't know. Nate says Obi-Wan's master of the low ground.
Where does Nate say that?
It's in the thing.
Nate didn't say it here.
It was
In the
Nate, help me out.
private.
Nate says
group chat.
that,
Nate, you still there, bud?
Our exclusive group chat.
yeah.
You're not part of it.
Oh, the Force
Okay.
Choke podcast.
Forecast.
Nate says that he's master of the low ground. That he
He-
tricked Anakin.
He gave up
to
the high
jump
ground
over.
to jump down and say hello there to Grievous.
Giving up the high ground. And then when Darth Maul
You underestimate my power.
Yeah. Don't do it. Anakin.
Don't try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darth Maul, he came from the bottom to cut him in half.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then Anakin was jumping over him. That's giving Obi-Wan the low ground. Sliced and diced him.
Mhm.
So.
Interesting theory.
Disrespectful little bastards.
Mhm.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yes. So Obi-Wan movie already in production, possibly post-production, in the editing stages. George Lucas at the helm.
Well, that's I think I kind of mentioned that with the whole thing with, was it Iger, Bob Iger,
Bob Iger.
coming out saying we're slowing this down.
Do you think it was bullshit?
I kind of feel like he was because, like, remember they're like, oh, we plan on doing this, we plan on doing this,
Yeah.
and then everyone's, this is bullshit, blah blah blah, fuck you guys, that kind of
You guys shit.
yeah, like that kind of thing, and then you heard the real backlash behind it, saying like,
Oh,
what are
okay.
you doing? No,
Yeah.
it's like whine, and it's gonna only hurt you, kind of thing.
Do you feel like that?
And I feel like it was
Bob Iger is like our dad, and he's like, oh, you didn't like that? Okay, well then we're not gonna go back.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, that's not what I mean.
And in actuality, they're still doing it the entire time.
Yeah,
Which I feel like it almost under that guise, it's almost as if like it's better for them,
yeah,
because instead of saying like, oh God, we're doing an Obi-Wan movie, who's gonna be in it, blah blah blah, like what's gonna happen? It's
Yeah.
like no one's asking those questions because they don't think it's gonna even happen
yeah.
until the very end. But that's inevitable because they're gonna have to obviously advertise like, oh yeah, next week there's a movie, by the way. Like, oh
What?
shit.
I gotta request off, and I gotta get my hair done, and I gotta. Oh my god!
You gotta get your Leia bikini again. I gotta rent the thing out.
What?
Talking about dressing up for the movie, you gotta get your Leia bikini from.
Oh,
Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
leg bikini is a
Oh no!
What is that?
Yeah.
That's
And
weird.
then get that out and dust it off.
My finger sunglasses.
What'd you say? Finger glasses?
My
Well,
finger sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm uncomfortable.
You guys don't have finger sunglasses?
Talking about
You have-
fantasies now.
Tim's
Right?
I
Fantasies.
used to have the finger.
Tim's Fantasy is coming out.
Tim's had finger
Yeah,
sunglasses.
I've had them.
They're sharp.
I have.
I
to
guess.
go. Bye, guys.
Well, finger sunglasses and all. I hope they're making an
You
Obi-Wan
keep your
movie.
finger sunglasses away from me.
Watch him fight
Or my finger
dragon.
lightsaber is gonna kill you.
No, but
Yours can almost be hand sunglasses.
yeah.
You're shaking my hands are for that?
No, we're saying that your sunglasses would fit your hands perfectly.
So weird.
Can you not Star Wars, please?
It's
he gonna get
funny
such a
because we know who we're talking about.
This is what happened.
Yeah, it's totally going over my head right now.
At least once in the podcast. There's always something.
Something always.
They just cross. Like, here's the lion, and they flirt with it, and then they're just like,
It's just the tiny sunglasses are on the floor, and
Yeah.
so gently get the sunglasses and you put them.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Like a little,
on.
that people were like stickly, and it had like the face.
Oh, I know what you're
I had the
talking
sunglasses on, and I was like,
So weird.
Can we get back to this
Yes.
podcast?
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Crying.
Jeez.
What were we talking about?
I don't know what's wrong with them, Tico. They're never like this.
All right. So I think it's time
For
Tico to start ranking
the
movies.
What
dun
movies?
dun dun.
What movie?
How was it?
Woo!
Hey, calm down. These poor people's ears.
Sorry, people. All right,
We're ranking the Fast and Furious movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
1 through
I gotta-
58.
I gotta pull this up.
They're all good.
5,000.
I'm surprised I haven't heard. They were talking about a new movie, and I'm surprised I haven't heard anything on it yet. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let me
Shut up, bitch.
put
Put it
the
away.
calculations in here.
Watch it.
Watch your mouth.
Are you really having to look on that thing chronologically?
I didn't do it, so I turned my phone
I was
over.
looking down. I was like, wait, what?
We started all this fine. Okay, ready?
You only watch the movies and you still don't know the order of the movies?
I mean, I totally blur out the prequels.
That's why we say fans.
Would a fan get a tattoo Leia's face?
Yes.
You just like Leia.
No, I like more. than
It's really my cousin. Sorry.
It's me. I'm Ryan Gosling and I get a tattoo in my face.
Awesome.
Or I was gonna say Steve-O with the face. His face.
His
on
was
the
that's
God.
too much.
Or Roy Orbison.
And
Did he
don't
do
know
that?
who that is?
You remember?
I know who he is, but did he do that?
No, Waterboy, where he's like got a tattoo on his ass.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, so who's gonna give him the rundown how he does?
Oh, I don't. You can do that. I don't.
So you're gonna be ranking the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's including that's the things that they've done already. That's gonna be including Rogue One. That's gonna be including Solo.
Mhm.
We're gonna be going chronologically that Izzy's gonna help us with,
I'm gonna try.
and she's gonna be helped by Google, the Oracle.
No.
So what does that make? Nine,
Now
11 movies?
it's
10, 11.
11?
10.
11.
There's only 10 on right now.
Did you count?
1 through 8, Rogue One, and Solo. Unless I'm missing one. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, you're going to be ranking the movies, I don't want to say 0, but 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Right? And you're only going to be basing your grades off of other Star Wars movies. So you're not going to be comparing Episode 4 to Raiders of the Lost Ark, Ghostbusters, anything like that. You're going to be comparing. You're going to be comparing Episode 4 to Episode 1, Episode 4 to Rogue One. Nothing else. Okay?
Got it.
So if you're ready, Izzy, what's the first movie?
Phantom Menace, the worst of all. I'm just kidding.
That was a working title.
This shit's thing?
I'd give it like an 85.
Oh,
Nice.
that was very nice.
So talk to
That's
us.
even higher than I get.
Talk to us about an 85 for this movie.
What did you like
Why?
about it?
Yeah.
I love seeing the backstory
Mhm.
of everything. And then, of course, you see Darth Maul, like all these other characters. Really, I'm already going to give you kind of a heads up. I'm going to rank all these high because I don't have anything wrong with it. Like, I'm not super picky because of what can come out of it. Like, if you read books off of these movies, it just opens up like a whole new world. So I'm okay with any movie because of how much it can expand. Because there's so many Darth Maul books that are like super good, but if you just watch it from the movie, you only get so much of this guy.
And just to let you know, Tico, these are your scores. There's no right or wrong score. You know what I mean? And
Well,
yeah.
you're asking.
No, there are wrong scores, and a lot of them come from this one over here.
Oh, God.
25.
That was brutal.
Yes.
She was very brutal.
She gave it 25 to what?
I was just kidding. I'm just throwing out
I think
numbers.
it's like a 45 or something.
Shh.
For sure.
Not supposed to be affected.
35.
He already gave his score.
Not on that one.
Yeah, he did.
Phantom Menace?
No, I mean on the one you actually gave the lowest score to.
Oh,
Oh, who
we'll
cares?
keep that secret for right now.
No one listens to it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
shh.
Okay, Attack of the Clones.
Episode 2.
Yeah, obviously. It's
Do like
second
87.
I don't know. Maybe you're not reading chronologically. I don't know.
Do it 87.
87. So you like this better than the Phantom Menace. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Just the build up.
The
Just to build
romance.
The build up.
What's your favorite scene in that one? Attack of the Clones.
Ooh, when they try to sneak up on Yoda and he just Yoda's the man. So, right? Is that in Attack of the Clones?
Sneak up on you. I think you're
Towards the end, right?
I think you're talking about 3, bud.
Yeah.
No.
Because when they turn their backs on.
Yeah, no.
Dooku.
You know when he's with the Wookiees? Is that Attack of the Clones?
That's 3.
Revenge.
It's Revenge.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Oh, I need to brush up on my Attack of the Clones.
Episode 2 begins with.
He doesn't like saying. That's episode 2.
The Cloners.
Well, it begins with the.
I can't.
That's when Jar Jar freaking throws the freaking ball and blows up a big ass ship on accident.
That was a
Man, it's been a while since I've seen Attack of the Clones.
You get the hand cut off in this one, right?
Attack of the Clones. It begins with the what do you want to call it? Like the
assassination plot.
The assassination plot. Yeah, I was trying to think like I don't want to say charade. The oh my God.
I would definitely have to rewatch it.
The group
I'm not gonna
of
lie.
vehicles going that specific direction.
The Naboo,
What?
the Naboo ships.
Yes, but hold on.
Grievous.
Nope. God damn it!
Dun, 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 dun.
Convoy-ish. Not. It wasn't even a convoy, but that was the word I was looking for. She's going to Naboo, and there's an assassination plot. Yes.
For Padme.
And then it follows
I
the
thought she was going
assassination
to
plot on Coruscant.
Mhm.
And then he goes, then Obi-Wan goes to, give me a second to
The
stop.
door opens, but Darth Maul comes out.
Jesus, what's the name of that planet?
Naboo?
No.
What planet? Mr.
Main points of Clone Wars. You got the love story, and then they're fighting at the end, and they're like, oh my God, there's clones.
Purple lightsaber.
Yes.
They're underwater.
That's the.
Yeah,
Have you seen the Star Wars movie? Everything you described has been episode
Moving
1.
on. That happens in Attack of the Clones.
Just to
as
show that was
The water?
movie,
In the
nobody
water?
can remember
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
been a while since I watched it.
Kaminoan.
No. What happens in episode 2 with the water? Give me an example, Tim.
Give him the water.
Show
Give
me
it to
the
him,
water.
Tim. You let him have it.
when they meet the leader of Naboo.
Episode 1.
There's episode 1.
He's giving you
The only
backstory
thing that you
to
see-
get to part 2.
The only thing you see of water in episode 2 is that there's water and it was raining. They're never submerged in the water in episode 2. Correct me.
There is a
Didn't
scene
think so.
where there is a Kaminoan. I'll make a wager on that.
The movie itself.
It's been a while.
There's
Not
a
a
Kaminoan.
deleted scene.
No, there's a
creatures,
Kaminoan
when they tie
that comes
Anakin,
out
Obi-Wan,
from under
and
the water.
Padme to those pole things, and those creatures come
Not
out.
part of the real actual story.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it is.
Is that part
It's
of
not?
the
Yeah.
She's wearing that white, the two-piece.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's riding on a monster.
Yeah, those things.
But I'm saying it's not part of the actual storyline.
But that's one of the scenes.
It's in the
You
movie.
can remember that part.
Which
That's
scene?
something.
Yeah.
Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, since I'll have to take this over.
The
We're still talking about that
Yeah,
attack.
we're talking about Attack of the Clones.
When
They got an
chain-
87, damn
They
it.
chain,
Why did you get 87?
Obi-Wan, Padme,
Like I
and
said,
Anakin.
it's the build-up.
Isn't that the beginning
Build-up,
of
okay.
episode 3?
No, that's the end of episode 2. She's wearing the two-piece.
Tim, what the
She's not pregnant
Dude, I
yet.
think I saw an edited version.
Edited version?
Not the director's cut, but like someone else's
Fantasy.
The
cut.
one that Tim saw was 15 minutes long.
After
You said there's someone
Yes.
that one.
Yeah, I definitely need to rewatch it. I can't remember a lick of that movie right now.
Yes,
Right.
Push all over
Anakin
the
and
place.
Padme get married at the end.
He doesn't have his hand anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
That's
Dooku-
where
Dooku
he
took his
kills
hand.
the Tusken Raiders too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that's episode 2?
And then his mama dies.
Mama died.
Mama dies.
He kills all the
Mama.
men, and not just the men, but the women,
Women
and the children.
And the children. They're all animals. And
No,
I
I-
slaughter
I
them
like
like animals.
All right.
I hate them.
Revenge of the Sith.
99.
The Sith.
How much?
99.
99.
A 9 followed by a 9. So
99.
Wow.
1 less than 100.
Wow.
Because I love seeing how he became Darth Vader.
His eyes change.
That's why I say I really like the
Right.
backstory to build up just everything. And plus, everyone hates on him, and I don't like to follow the trend. So
No,
I
okay.
love him.
no, like the
Is your
Yeah.
favorite character?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh,
That's when
God.
Jango Fett's head was cut off.
That's the one.
Wrong movie! That's episode 2, you jackass!
Tim's trolling hard.
Do you even like Star Wars? Do you
My
even like
laser
Star
was
Wars?
like, you look like freaking what's his name from Han Solo?
Yoda's like, no, go after Dooku.
The red.
He has to be stopped.
What's his name, man?
This has become a shit show yet again.
That's his name. The guy that plays
Hans Gruber?
Jarvis. The
Vision?
Vision.
Yeah, no,
Paul Bethany?
Yeah.
yeah, that's him. Who's
Or
he?
Bettany?
Bettany.
What does he play in Rogue One? What's his character's name?
Paul Bettany's not in Rogue One.
What?
Alan, you talking about Alan Tudyk?
You're talking about
K2SO?
No.
Yeah, no, he plays Han Solo movie.
Yeah.
He's the.
Oh, no, he said Rogue One.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're
Han
talking
Solo.
about Itemverse.
Yeah.
Not Itemverse. Dryden Voss?
Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss.
Yeah. When he gets mad and he's.
That reptilian looking thing?
Oh, that's what.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, you said Rogue One. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I'm
not
sorry.
in Rogue One.
Is it
Yeah.
Han Solo and then Rogue One?
Yeah.
Han Solo's first?
Mhm.
Han Solo.
Is that Smalls?
Oh, what did I think of?
Late
Han
to the
Solo?
party, but yeah.
We need a
Why are you
score.
being rude?
I like being rude.
I'll give that one a 90 as well.
A 9-0?
For Han Solo?
I thought that was really, really good. How he met Chewie. I love that Childish Gambino / Donald Glover's
Yeah.
in there. I think he
What do you
nailed
call him? You don't call him Donald Glover. You call him something else.
Childish Gambino.
No, not that.
No.
Who, me?
You.
Lando.
You always say something, and I'm like, no, that's not him.
Something negative.
Something Glover.
Danny Glover?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Donald
Forget
Glover's
it.
his name.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
No, man. You always trolled me. Forget it. Moving on.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
That's his dad?
Danny Glover. That's right.
No, he was not in
Nice.
He's,
Fighting
Predator
predators.
2.
Riggs!
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Rogue One.
Ooh, that was 99.
Soldier Story. There you go.
99.
Oh, 100? That one was amazing. Sorry.
Because
There's no perfect
everything
movie.
can
so
be.
99.
Thank you. See, we see a lot in a lot of stuff.
For which one?
There can be a perfect
Rogue
movie.
One.
One
There
day.
can be, but
Yeah,
probably won't
Tim's
happen.
Fantasies.
No.
Shut your goddamn mouth. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I see.
One of these days.
I see.
It was a good movie.
You're going to get me debating about that again.
End
Don't
scene,
piss me off.
That end
Really?
scene was where it did it.
Oh, yeah. That one was great.
I like
So
that
that was the best.
It was good. Really
You know
good.
that scene?
Because I think that's the only time you can really see the power of the
Oh,
Sith.
no.
Mhm.
And I think they did a good job capturing it.
Wait, which one?
Rogue One.
So don't know about the Vader scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit,
Is it hot in here?
It was crazy too when
Or was it Darth Vader just slicing and dicing?
friggin' shot at Jeddah and like the planet's like just going out and Krennic is just like, oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's so
It's like, god dang, man. It's crazy.
I kind of had a visualization of that scene before with
Mhm.
Darth Vader in the hallway. So I think I remember telling you about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not really a fantasy, but like. but I thought it was.
Yeah.
But I thought it was
Yeah.
Because there's one map on Battlefront, the game, the first one, and when you're playing against Darth Vader, there's like this long. There's two entrances, like to
Are we
this
talking
one
about the snow?
to this one long hallway,
I think he's
And
talking
it's
about
like-
one of the Hoth.
and it's like
places.
straight across,
Yeah.
like it doesn't dip or anything. It's just like a straight across hallway. Where like I went in one entrance, or like this, it wasn't just me. Like my whole team went in one entrance,
Oh, King
and then
the whole team.
Darth Vader comes out the other side.
This,
What
this
map
is his
was
fantasy, by the way. Me and like
There was this-
16 dudes.
With this long shaft.
Just use
One way in and one way out.
I did this
Over and over.
It comes out, and the red is erected.
Oh my god. Okay, go Tim.
Yeah, you see Darth Vader come out, and our team comes out, and we just kind of meet there. And it's like, well, we all go to kill Darth Vader. And we just team our
16
interest.
dudes, one time.
Because all of us.
Oh.
That's one of my favorite, like.
And he murdered that tunnel.
And I knew from then on, and I was like, never catch Darth Vader in the hallway because he's just gonna kill you. You can beat him in the open, but if it's close quarters, like in the hallway, there's just no way.
Did you have a whistle?
Negan?
Safe word?
I had a
Safe
safe
word?
word.
Rick whistle?
I had a safe word.
Pineapple. Oh,
So let's get away from Tim's fantasies.
A New Hope.
There we go. A New Hope.
we do need a new hope moving forward.
I'll do a 92.
92, good
My
score.
favorite scene is the two sons and No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Now you're a tips fantasy. This is
his favorite scene.
Beautiful.
That's it. Would you like to say
The
that?
original.
Well, one thing I wish I could have, because I know you grew up watching them,
Mhm.
and then knowing nothing about it, because of course everyone's like, "No, I am your father," so you kind of know from that. But if I can go back and watch that when it first came out, because one of my favorite scenes is right in the beginning where the door explodes and this dark character comes out.
Mhm.
I wish seeing that from the beginning, be like, man, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like he
So imposing.
must be something serious. But since I already had, I was like, oh, that's my favorite blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So if I could just go back and watch it, like from your perspective,
Without
in the movie
previous.
And he's
Got the
pissed
prequel.
too. Tell me where are the plans?
Mhm.
theater.
Fucking choking the dude out.
Yeah, really.
Not even choking.
Anything with Darth Vader, I'm all for.
This is a consulate ship. This is
Uh,
a consulate ship. Where's your ambassador?
Good shit.
Mhm.
Empire Strikes Back.
Another
Mike's
99.
fantasy.
99.
What is it?
Empire.
Your fantasy is getting choked.
Whoever said that?
I am. Like whoever said that about
You're the one
guys.
person.
He's telling you that.
You said you. He's getting defensive now.
Who said that about the guys in the
You did. You're
hallway?
like me and my whole crew.
the same guys.
They're all behind
The
me,
same guys that
going
were
down this tunnel.
I'm not saying nothing about you.
They went from ranking movies to ranking how good his fantasy.
Tim, number one Rick fantasy. Go.
I had too many fantasies.
Oh, no.
At the top of the list, Ray and Poe.
Rapo.
Okay. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, 99.
99. Wow.
Favorite moment.
From Empire.
When you see Bespin.
Very
'Cause
nice.
I think that's like another. I think up to that point, everything's just other than space and that, like it brings like a Star Wars universe, like something outside the box. Like you have a sky, like the Cloud City.
Yeah.
It's like imagine being able to experience that.
Yeah.
I think they really captured the Star Wars aspect on that.
Very good. That's really good. Good. Awesome.
Return of the Jedi.
I'll give that one a 90.
A 90.
Why?
I think the Emperor just gets taken out way too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got caught by surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think he was expecting that at all.
He was like, me.
Whoa! Let's too close.
Hey, what are you doing?
To be so caught by surprise that he falls down that
I think he thought that, and I'm going to come up with something else. Yeah, besides that, I think that he thought that Luke was actually going to kill Vader, and he's going to have a new apprentice. I really did.
I mean, I get it,
Then you
but
will
someone who
die,
is so
Ghost.
powerful and just really, really wise, not like Darth Plagueis the wise, but wise, let that happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was so just one-minded about this whole thing, rather than like this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. I got to be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, nope, this is gonna happen, and then got caught off. With someone so powerful being caught off guard like that.
Do you think he could have done something like Leia did in the Last Jedi, and possibly saved himself, and he's still alive somewhere, and he was behind Snoke this whole time?
That's a huge theory.
Wait, what?
Like,
You don't think he died like Darth Maul died? He
Yeah.
didn't die.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's dead. Because, like I said, someone's so powerful that you just toss him over and you're done. Like, really? But, yeah, there's that.
If he escaped because it didn't explode.
I don't know because
They have him in a jar like Futurama.
in like a freaking Tupperware.
But But I think you had an interesting point though, because it's kind of like I think he was very much like arrogant and one-sided to the sense of like, of course this is going to happen, but also too playing off a little bit what Lewis said is think about the last time he was kind of in that circumstance. Mace Windu is staring him down with a saber, and he's about to be struck down. Anakin stops him. So maybe he's thinking as Vader has him up, he's like, shit. But maybe he's thinking Luke at that point will intervene and then fully become, taking that role that his father did. Like, because like those are almost like parallels.
Yeah.
But this time it's finally like, let the bitch die.
Yeah. Could be.
That's your point. But that's just my take on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
My take, my thing.
You see how his face turned? He's like,
Candy.
Force Awakens?
It does?
The Force did awaken.
Kind of.
A little bit. In episode 7.
Yes.
Yeah. Was it so?
Another 90.
Another 90. Very nice.
Proud supporter.
Did you say crowd supporter?
Proud supporter, drink up.
Oh, I thought you were like trolling on him for giving A's.
Oh.
That's a good score for that one.
It could have been better, but the New Hope and that were very similar in my opinion.
You want to hear another crack?
Too similar. Like it was still a great storyline, but it was too similar. Like you're like, really? Like it can't be original? So
a lot of people said that. A lot of people said that.
I mean, they did a good job still, like having the same storyline but making it a little bit different. But it was like, okay, what is it? Star Killer base? It's like that's the Death Star. BB-8, that's R2-D2.
Yeah, even for me, like kind of looking back at this stuff now, because it's kind of like when we came out Last Jedi, we're like, oh man, it was a really great movie. It's because like you're still on that high, and it's like you're able to go back and rethink things. I still really, really enjoy Force Awakens, one of my favorite ones. But yeah, it was too similar in the sense of like it didn't have almost like originality aspects. Like it should have taken a risk, and I know and I know in the beginning of thinking, I know we've talked about that, but that it didn't want to take those risks. It wanted to reintroduce it, potentially revitalize, new fandom into it and everything. But it really didn't take any risk in there, but maybe with the exception of Han Solo's death. But other than that, there was no risk in it. Like they had their blueprint already, and I still really enjoy the movie. Don't get me wrong; it wasn't like a refinessed version of episode 4. It had elements of 5 and 6 in there.
Yeah.
But it didn't take that stride to really own it as an individual, as an original.
So why don't we talk about the one that did do that, which is the next
You think
movie.
that's what you think? It didn't take any leaps from that one either.
The Last Jedi. What?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give that a 90 as well.
90 is
89, you mean?
So talk to us about that. You gave it a pretty high score again.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have a single thing wrong with a Star Wars movie, but like because I know that one got a lot of backlash. But if you so my brother, this is like a little side story. He was going to review a game, and he's like, every time someone reviews something, they look at the negative reviews, and so they could persuade you like, man, this movie does suck. I'm not going to waste my time. But if you just focus on all the good things about the movie, it can actually be a really good movie. But the only thing I ever heard from like the Star Wars fans in the universe was just negative comments out of it.
Yeah.
So I just focused on the positive things, and it's actually not a really bad, other than that weird ass Luke scene where he's like milking that.
Oh yeah.
That was really I could have done without that, but
Titty milk.
But I think because everyone's like, they didn't give us any answers, they didn't do this. I think they're gonna just like slam dunk this next movie with all this. It's like just a huge build up. That's what I think.
Because the last one.
And JJ, we trust.
They always like that third movie is always like they go out with a bang. Like I hope they do, but they leave a lot of open doors to just.
Tim, what does your fantasy tell you what episode 9?
Episode 10 is gonna happen. That's what my fantasy says.
Do you say it as episode 10 or do you say it as like 9B?
10.
9B.
Like if they were broken up.
I thought, wouldn't it be like 10B?
No.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
9-2.
Izzy, welcome back. Drink some water. Don't hurt yourself. You're overeating. No, God damn it, it's
But
I was wrong. Okay.
just say you're one of Tim's fantasies.
What?
whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Micah just likes to know everybody's fantasies.
Straight up.
I haven't asked anyone else for fantasies.
Yeah,
and I don't even
ask
want to
me.
know.
Don't ask
Oh, now he's getting defensive. See?
Now you're gonna.
Your arms
Because I-
are crossed.
It was like this before you even started talking.
I'm just
Why
kidding.
you were joking about fantasies earlier?
Yeah, I'm
So
joking
we
about your fantasies.
We should rename this.
Your podcast.
Yeah,
Why did
just
I-
fantasies?
I should never brought up my fantasy messages.
No, you
I don't mind Tim. It's all right.
I didn't say. I'm not gonna say I don't.
Do you want to know what they were?
Yeah.
No, I.
There they are. An all unfiltered, unadulterated version.
I think
That's
we're
it
definitely
for
gonna have to
today's
put
show.
an explicit tag in this movie. Well, between
Movie?
cursing. Damn right, this is a theatrical representation of the Force Joe podcast. Hold on.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What up?
Right.
FCP.
T.Y. Hilton has been changed from questionable to healthy.
Oh my god, that's so great because that Andrew Luck.
That's tasty.
Oh wait.
Kinky.
More fantasy.
Fantasy football.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
why did you just say that?
I get the
You
joke.
did say
Dude,
that.
he never
I
corrected
like
me.
the.
Inadvertently, if you noticed the bridge of his brow and the way his nostrils flared, he told you it was fantasy football. That was up to you. That was nonverbal communication.
You know what?
And the way he looked right instead of left.
I'm yeah, right. You know, I'm concerned.
I'm with you, Tim.
I'm almost concerned that you picked up the facial expression, but it's more concerning to know that you can match that representation of his facial expression against something else in the past and know that that change signified that.
I know Tim very well.
Disgusting.
I know Tim very well.
Wow.
The ins and outs of him, yeah.
Oh, you sick.
Wow.
You were
I'm a
filthy.
total with a bunch of
We're
dudes
talking
outside.
about fantasy football. How dare you?
Well, now I know that. If you just corrected yourself, that would,
Endless.
I wouldn't have kept on bringing it
to
up.
fantasy.
There's no need for
I wouldn't have
correction.
kept on going on about fantasies if I knew it was football. Because I have fantasy football too.
Do you?
All
You're
right.
gonna die next week.
Yo.
Oh,
Don't you lose to him every single time?
Shut up, bitch. I'm saving
It's
it.
a fantasy within itself.
You can win 9 times out of 10, but it's that 10th time.
Too bad.
Pineapples and pizza.
What is the draw?
Pineapples on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Brother for life.
What is? I've never tried pineapple and pizza.
It's interesting. It's fun.
I just keep it
It's
simple.
fun and fresh, unless you're boring.
Like, what else do you get on it besides the pineapple? Just
Um,
pineapple.
Oreo.
No,
Oreo.
banana peppers,
What is that, Mr. D?
spinach, and black olives.
What was it? Hot Cheetos and Oreos. Oh, my favorite.
Hot Cheetos on pizza is good.
Actually,
Remember?
Yeah, well, I make one. Oh, you didn't get to try
We went.
Mesquite Street?
Right? Yeah.
Mesquite.
Yeah.
Mosquito.
Oh, you know, I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to pizza tonight.
What?
I thought you were buying us pizza.
Yeah. What?
I know we were doing pizza after this.
I
Yeah.
work at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, so you're
But-
gonna hook us up.
No.
You're driving
No.
us.
I can't
You're
hook people.
paying.
I can hook up myself.
You brought me pizza before.
Oh.
Truth is revealed.
Wow. Wow.
I guess I have.
Well,
Shut up, bitch. How many times have I brought up a pizza? Hey,
You're not
hey Louis, you want a
Facebook right
slice?
now?
You want 2 slices? Oh, yeah. Take the rest home.
You just did the Elon Musk
Hey.
face, man.
Hey,
I'll tell you this much.
I have that poster. I'm scared to bring it out without it having the without having a frame for it.
Oh,
Because I mean that's
yeah, you need
that's
first for that.
That's a
You
lot
have
of
to
money.
have frame.
Yeah.
Wait, it's
No,
all
absolutely.
up.
Well, I mean, how do you think they sent it as an actual poster from England? Here, take this big thing over here.
Yeah, to keep it in like good condition.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I have no
It's
clue.
What
Don't
flavor is
fold
your
it.
Pop Tart?
Wrap
There's
it up.
like a lot of colors there.
It's s'mores.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Oh.
That's what she told me when I said, "Is that small?"
It says you're late to the party. There you go, Miss Quoting.
Well, you know. Hold on, grab my lightsaber.
Oh my goodness. Well, Tico,
James.
thank you for joining
Jimmy.
us today.
it was
We
a
hope
very
you had fun.
Interesting podcast.
Always interesting.
Always.
We hope you
It's always a shit show here.
had a-
There will be a part
Really?
2 coming soon.
yes.
Part 2.
Soon.
In another 40 episodes?
Never,
40,
never.
This is our final episode for this Friday.
Okay.
I heard some buzzing in the audio now.
There's some
You hear
buzzing.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A buzz?
Shut me.
It's like crackles.
Crackles.
It's just because this is too high.
That's your poor quality.
It wasn't like that
The
earlier.
volume.
Well, no one has stopped talking long enough for you to can't hear it.
I was listening earlier for it.
Oh, that's it. Sorry, I'm losing reception.
I hate you.
Sorry, I'm going down a tunnel, down the stairs. I lost connection.
Yeah. So we want to thank you for joining us, Tico, taking time out of your day.
Thank you, sir.
I've been
Thank
meaning
you,
to
thank
have you
you.
on
Thank
for a long time now.
Sorry you had to sit next to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry we didn't get to
Football, fantasy football. Izzy, stop making fun of him.
sorry you didn't get to spend time with Sarah, other council member. She's
Off doing school stuff.
yes. So
Slacking.
Leave her alone. Leave Sarah
I
alone.
remember the school grind. Thank God I'm done.
hello.
Wow.
Yeah, please, my ears.
People watching YouTube like, fuck this.
Well, who wants to close shop? Mike?
Easy, because
Tim?
she didn't open it up.
Well, how was
I
always
did. That's how
It's
I
a wrap.
always-
I stole your.
It's a frap.
thunder.
Yeah, because it was
It's
so
a piece of
painful to
crap.
listen to.
It's a wrap.
So thank you for tuning in, guys.
Episode 40.
Episode 40. 4-0. No, just
Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell.
Comment.
hold on. One more there.
Is that what it is? Share.
Subscribe, like, comment, share, email tim@timodu@gmail.com.
I forgot about that.
Fill that mouse slot.
Fill that mail slot. Make his mail slot great again. No, thanks for hanging in with us. Trying to get it back on track, doing this every 2 weeks on live for YouTube so you can interact with us.
December might be a little tough. We're gonna have to see how that goes.
December will be
Hit the piece again.
So maybe we can do something celebratory for 2 years
Mhm.
coming in January.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
shit! It's a giveaway. We're giving Tim away
Oh.
for just 24 hours, and you could add your own fantasy.
Come on. You can do it. Might be interesting, Tim. You can help us raise funds for the show. Not gonna do it.
Just,
No.
All right.
I'd do it. If I was single.
Way to close the show.
Tim.
I am Micah.
I'm Izzy.
Tico.
Timo.
And I am Lewis. And
Bye.
Signing out.
bye-bye. Bye now.
My ear.
Yeah, still on.
They're red.
Really hurt.
Mm.